All right. Last time on Light of Xaryxis. To save their world from the Xaryxian Empire, the characters embarked on a dangerous voyage across wild space. Along the way, they joined forces with a Giff Commodore, helped a vampirate captain quell a mutiny, and rescued a princess from the brig of the vampirate ship. Not just any princess, but the daughter of their enemy. So more specifically, you all sought out a vampirate based on the I always forget to go to my nice little sky thing for the things. You sought out a vampirate based on the recommendation of the wizard Topola. After finding him and making an alliance, he was mutinied. His ship turned around and ran off. You managed to give chase, took down everything that was on board, all the undead creatures, found Princess Zadali in the brig, brought her back to your ship, and she woke up and announced who she was.
Whoa.
We are all here. Not necessarily here, but somewhere in the ship, Princess Zadali has woken up. And last thing she said was, "I am Princess Zadali, daughter of the Emperor Zavan, and heir to the throne of Xaryxis." Now, who are all of you?
I'm Dante.
I'm Gort, man.
Well,
I'm wondering if I could trust you. Heir to the throne, to the Empire, that's been gobbling up energy and planets?
Can you do something about the tentacles all over my home planet?
By tentacles, you mean the crystalline vines? Perhaps.
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. What are they about?
By the way, that's Otto, man. I point to Otto.
Crux, Grimzod, and Starbow. And we'll basically say that everybody at this point has some sort of introduction, including Topola, Fell, and Flinch.
Oh, yeah, that's our 0.5. They're usually asleep.
Don't let him touch me. I don't want to touch me.
He's been in one episode, and now we can't always have to mention him.
Never know. Jess might come back at some point and be like, "Let's play." In any case, you spend some time next couple hours. She recuperates. She was at 1 HP. Spend some time recuperating, and over the next long rest, you discuss what's going on. The crystalline vines, as part of the Xaryxian Empire, basically taking your world, or Dante's world, Dante, Gort's, and Whisper's world, destroying it. Topola saying that Topola and Grimzod explaining how they want to. I'm sorry, Topola, Crux, and Grimzod explaining how they plan to find the coalition of people trying to... well, actually, we'll leave that up to you if you want to tell her that or not. Crux says that they quite clearly are against the Xaryxian Empire.
Yeah, she hasn't explained her deal yet.
Yes. She'll basically say that she is... Actually, I have handouts. I gotta remember handouts. Nope, those are not handouts. Those are pictures. Show to players. Show to everyone. Here she is, and this is, as Joey mentioned last time, this is the picture where her token comes from, which is different from her portrait. She eventually explains in this rather monologuing that I'm going to be doing in just a moment. She says, "We both want the same thing, revenge. As my father lies on his deathbed, my scheming brother Zelith denies me my birthright. He seized control of my father's navy, banished me from court, and left me in the clutches of his sycophants. He's the one who orchestrated the attack on your world, bombarding it with astral seeds harvested from Xaryxis, our dying star. Once the crystal vines have drained all the energy from your world, they will discharge that energy in a beam of light back to Xaryxis, replenishing it. Zalith instructed his minions to deposit me on your world so that, as I died, my energy can contribute in a small way to the light of Xaryxis. Fortunately for me, my ship was disabled and boarded by those vampirates, points to Grimzod and Lefty. She turns back to you all. Help me become Empress, and I will undo the damage Zalith has already caused to your world.
Well, I'm personally wondering if you were in charge, if you would have done the same thing.
Can I?
It matters.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking.
I'm just kind of eyeballing her up and down, kind of.
Okay.
I am keeping an eye on her because, yeah.
You have eyes that just wander.
I've got one of my
okay,
eyes.
I asked her the.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
She turns and says, "It matters not if I would have done that or not. If I would have picked your world or picked another, in any case, it is currently under attack, and I promise to undo it." I know how to undo it.
How do you know we're not switching one tyrant for another?
No. Who says I'm a tyrant?
Well, whenever your star dies in 1 billion years, they may do it to another planet with life on it. I don't know.
We don't have to pick one with a life on it, not sentient life, nothing like that. Either way, if you have a way to stop the beam, the astral seeds, the star itself, feel free to tell me what it is.
At least this tyrant's offering to undo the damage.
I trust her. She says sycophant weird.
She uses big words. See, I'm not the only one who says words weird.
I mean, whether we trust her or not, we got to go along with her because, as it is, she's our best bet to get those vines.
Oh, is this a
press those astral seeds off our planet, man?
Is this one of those my enemy or my enemy is my friend situations?
I wouldn't call you friends. I would call you compatriots in business.
Maybe if you got to know us. Maybe if you got to know us first, then we can be friends.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
if you help me regain the throne, not only will I stop that, I will ensure that the life force is taken from, if needed, another planet that has no sentient life, probably just poisonous, horrible animals on it, plant life, whatnot. Something far beyond the ability to cause a genocide.
Well, what about the poisonous animals? Think of them, wouldn't you?
Well, this would save my home star. This would save my home star.
How about a planet full of non-sentient algae? Would that be sufficient?
If a large enough planet, perhaps. I'm not an expert in that field. We would have minions, whatnot, be able to do that for us and understand and explain everything and be able to determine the correct amount of life force needed.
I'm talking
consider this: the algae versus the entire population of Xaryx space.
That's what I'm saying. The algae. Take the algae.
Well, then I'm afraid that's not going to happen because they have your world instead.
Otto, I think you're just being argumentative, man.
I just don't want her to kill the animals on a planet, that's all.
I agree. Otto wants to get to them first.
I'm with you, man, but I'm with you, Otto, but right now that's kind of lower on the priority than my own planet.
I suppose you're right. It is your world. I am merely someone who crashed into it.
Well, let's save our world before we start saving the rest of them.
One at a time.
Zidali turns to the wild space, looking over the railing. And she sighs a bit and says, "If it wouldn't come to this, however, to come clean, the only way to save your world is to destroy Xaryxis, the star itself. If the star dies and the crystal divines, your world will die as well."
Always a catch.
Never easy, is it?
Never is.
You said that
So-
your star was in the process of a natural death.
More or less, yes.
Then perhaps this is just speeding up the inevitable, as tragic as it may be.
I mean, there are tons of other planets and stars out in the astral sea, man. Why don't y'all just move? I mean,
Make a perception check with disadvantage. Not perception, persuasion.
show you someone with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay. This is gonna be funny. Hold on, I got.
Hey, you can roll 2 20s.
Yeah.
I've seen.
I've had double advantage rolls. All four end up as ones. That's happened before.
That's a lot more frustrating.
8. She kind of a far-fetched thing for everything in wild space. However, we are the Imperial Fortress of Xaryxis. Does orbit the star and will continue to orbit until Emperor Zavan ascends to godhood. After that, the fortress itself will return to the Astral Sea. The death and the funeral of the Emperor are in the final stages as his ascension to godhood.
Now, about that ascension to godhood thing,
Yes.
like, is that a good thing for us?
I don't think it would hurt you at all. It's a good thing for him. Either way, his dying wish was that he become one with the light of Xaryxis when the star is at its brightest. That wish prompted the attack on your world by my brother.
So it seems your brother is the main problem here.
Yes, we were meant to share the throne, and then he attempts to just take over. Once it
There's
all
no
for himself.
room for two butts. Thrones are normally made for only one butt.
It's the title, the position, not the literal throne.
So I've
Usually you're in a
never
throne in a seated position.
met a twin before, and like I know elves like are kind of like ooh. So like, couldn't you like both be leaders because you're like kind of the same person?
That was the point. Yes.
Solving your problems
He
for
wanted
you.
more.
It's that age-old sin of greed, man.
He is like that.
Wanted-
Do any of you know how to destroy a star, particularly Xaryxis?
Whisper raises his hand.
Gort
Go on,
kinda-
share. Share.
Okay.
However you do it.
About to say, you have any of those astral seeds left?
The seed-
You asked if
Go on,
I
Gort.
knew how to destroy a star. How I know how is however it is you do it.
I mean,
This one is not the planner of the group of you, is it? Are they?
no. I mean, in theory, you could toss them.
Do you not know
Toss
how
a
to
super-
destroy a star?
I mean, you could toss a super massive amount of a certain element in there, and it'll destabilize the star. But I mean, where are we gonna get that?
Gort, I need to know. Do you? And then he kind of skitters closer because he's weird. Do you know how to destroy a star?
I mean,
Not Gort. Not Gort.
I mean,
Like
in
staring.
theory,
At her like he's staring through her. Like, do you know how to do it?
He's asking
mean,
the
it-
princess.
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking Princess. I thought you're asking Gort.
Yeah. No, not Gort. I wasn't asking Gort. I said not Gort.
Okay. There's a lot of people on here that are not Gort. In fact, everybody who is not Gort is not Gort.
And I was asking the princess if she knew how to destroy stuff.
Okay, I apologize. She
That's
looks
a-
back at you and is like,
oh man,
"Yes, I do. A member of the Imperial family can destroy Xaryxis by performing a ritual at the astral front in the Temple of Light, which
Then
is
my-
located in the Imperial Fortress."
Then my answer is technically not incorrect.
Wait, so you just know a ritual that will destroy your star, and he could have done it, like, just by accident. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not an easy thing that can be done to accident. It's an entire ritual.
I was
I'm
thinking
just
you were
saying,
just like,
yeah, make sure not to mess up your rituals, that's all I'm saying.
We've been. We won't. All right.
We promise.
Why did I even? Why didn't you just leave me on the vampire ship?
You
This
asked
point
me
I'm-
a question. I gave you an answer. I'm sorry.
Well, at this point, we will tell her about the correlation of ships.
Yes.
Correlation.
Yes.
Coronation? The coronation of ships.
Coalition.
Nation Day.
Coalition.
windows
Well-
are open, so's that door. Did
Course.
you
That's
say,
what it will
princess?
take to. What's that?
Did you say that the only way to stop the ravaging of my planet is to destroy the star?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, I'm all about that then.
Leading
After
to
learning
a-
about the coalition, she says, "Well, that will certainly be a decent way of taking down my brother. So, if it must be done, then it must be done. Not much I can do to stop it anyway."
What does the star do for your people?
Kind of looks at you and is like, "Are you from a planet?"
You seem way too chill about destroying it.
We have the ability to move a large portion of the population into the Astral Sea, where we can easily find another place to live. Not easily, but we can find one. I shall be leader of that. Empress Zadali, of the roaming band of Xaryxian astral elves.
You see, Dante, the elves tend to see the bigger picture, and the death of their star is just a little blip in their long, wonderful, amazing lives.
Just okay. I worry that we're gonna follow your plan, and then
Oh, don't worry. People are gonna die. No doubt
Yeah,
about
okay.
it. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not. It's
I
not gonna be
mean-
good. It's gonna. Ooh.
well, I worry that you're gonna get cold feet when it comes time to pull the trigger.
Oh, no, with no sun, everyone's gonna have cold feet. You know what I mean?
And I guess Otto, as long as we've got you, someone's there to pull the trigger. So you're good
Otto
at
is actually correct.
What bigger prey is there than the sun?
Well, I mean, there's
that.
At that
there's
point,
black
Flinch comes
holes,
out.
man. But that's...
Flinch comes out. Okay, all right. I finally have for the uniforms for all of us. The Eterna trousers. I've made them out of fine embroidery and cottons. And hello. Who are you? Who's this? Do we have more people who need uniforms? Zadali looks over and says, "Oh, go ahead."
I don't think she's gonna wear a uniform. She kind of has her thing going.
Yeah, she's not a member of the group, man. She's a an associate.
Royalty. I am royalty.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll just think about something on the back burner just in case. Either way, here you go, Gort. I finished your pants. Just the prototypes. Try them on. I'll get used to get used.
Gort kind of
I
looks
gotta
at
go
him
back.
like
He just hands them to
Gort-
you and walks off.
Gort kind of looks at him and goes, "But I don't wear pants, man."
He's already gone.
I just
Did he have one for all of us?
He's a prototype one, so he's basically designing everything. He hasn't had enough time to make something for everybody yet.
I yelled to him as he's like, make mine extra large.
Okay.
Maybe add another extra just to be safe.
I'll
You know-
I'll put some more holes in the belt loops.
Oh yes, he knows. He knows the secret.
I just kind of look at the pants and go and punt. Like, do I wear the pants? Gort's just kind of what goes for a brain in his mind just kind of short circuits for a little while.
So
Trying to figure out.
in my mind, Gort doesn't have legs. He's just a little blob that bounces around, and with a little what he decides to be a head, and occasionally a little arm thing pokes out when he needs to do something. How correct am I?
Occasionally.
No, right?
Yeah.
That's that's at least how I've been playing them. They'll take,
Dolly,
they'll take
go ahead.
like during battle, he tends to take more of a humanoid shape.
Oh, does he get all?
It makes things
Does he get all buff?
No. He takes about as much of his human shape as he has to get things done. So it's
Continuing.
It's important stuff.
As we can talk about body shapes of fictional characters and plasmoids in the future. Sedalia essentially comes out and says, yeah, if this is the case, where are my quarters?
Oh,
Surely you have something nice for royalty?
You get the guest bedroom.
Well, would somebody kindly show me to there? Crux turns around to Grimzod and no, Crux says, yes, if you'll follow me, I will show you to the finest room we have on this ship. Oh, I gotta do Crux's voice, he's just deep. Find wherever you can, just follow me. He leads her to the stateroom down at the lowest deck, all the way down here. It's secluded and quiet, and slightly bigger, and nobody around right now. I'll get you if you need you.
Point out where the latrine is, just in case. Everyone poops, even royalty.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Elves only poop every 100 years. I heard. Is that true? Is that true? Tell me.
Must be a doozy.
No, it's like a mouse poop. It's amazing.
She just glares at you and just closes the door. Later on, as coming back up, Gort, Commodore Crux, stops with in the same area with Fel and Otto. You were nearby. I would assume you would be nearby as talking about this. Crux kind of turns to you two and says, "Look, I am kind of in the same mindset as you, Otto. I don't know if I can trust her. Xaryxians."
I mean, it's exactly all I'm saying. She seems okay enough, but what if, they decide they want to live on a world full of, people they're gonna conquer, and maybe it runs in the family. That's just... She didn't say no when I said, would you have done the same thing?
As one that is steeped in politics would do. Fel kind of looks over and says, well, she is royalty, she is a princess, she is probably worth a bit of coin. not as a ransom, but as a reward. And I'm here for the coin. I say just keep an eye on her. Take her as far as we can.
If you'll give me my friend's world back, then I'm willing to work with her. Just like I'm willing to work with Grimzod, who turns out is not really so bad, I guess.
You see Lefty come out of the thing and go into the bathroom and shut the door.
Oh, okay. Needs his privacy.
Oh, and think of it like this: even if she is not able to, even if she is going to be another dictator or whatnot, what if what she says is true about being able to destroy the star is the only way to stop the astral seeds?
I think if she is willing to do that, then she deserves some of our trust. End of the day.
Oh. That's my thoughts. I'll be in my quarters if you need me.
Is it? I'm just looking at the tokens. Is it just me and them here, or are the rest of us with us?
That scene was just the three. Everybody else could be nearby to hear you, but you had that moment.
Yep, just wild space or talk.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Crux just kind of walks out on deck.
I need a sandwich. I'm going to the galley.
Dante whispered Gannon to Gortnor, not to leave you out of the situations, but what would you like to be doing at this point?
I mean, Gort could see if Gort does have something he can do to see if there is a way to maybe he can divine and see if there's another way to do it besides destroying the star. But the problem with divination is, man, it requires something that I don't have. And if you're wondering what that is, it's money. I am.
What is the spell? What is the actual spell component?
Incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to religion, together worth at least 25 GP.
Okay. So you would need an appropriate offer, which could be anything of yours, but it would need to be worth 25 GP.
Yeah.
It's not just the money itself. You would actually need something appropriate. But
I have that much, but I'm guessing not there.
It's not even a matter of that. It's a matter of like what would the
you actually need the item. You're right.
Yeah. The thing is, anything with a monetary cost or a specific sort of item related to the spell is needed, and can't be used with instead of a mere material component pouch or arcane focus.
Yeah.
Whisper and Dante, is there anything you'd like to do?
All of this stuff is super new. You know, Dante is just starting to get a grasp of just floating around space in general. And now we're talking about destroying stars, and that's supposedly going to save. That's what needs to happen. I don't know if he believes it, but I don't know if.
Well, make a insight check.
Let me actually, before I do that, let me see. I think that all this I'm gonna see get Topola's take on that whole thing.
Okay.
Because I know she knows space, she knows magic-y stuff. I want to see if she knows anything about the Light of Xaryxis, this whole story about that's. I want to get her take on the soon-to-be Empress's just kind of entire story. Does that check out with what she knows?
As you're heading in there, Grimzod and Topola are sort of catching up, and it's sort of like a slight bitterness in the air, but nothing that would be mean-spirited or anger-inducing or anything like that. Just sort of like there was a little bit of tension based on a history. But they are mature adults who know how to talk, and one is also undead. You should come by sometime and have some of my biscuits. I gave brownies to a little Otto gnome at this one point, but they seem to like it. But then they... Oh, hello, Dante.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm confused. I'm not sure what to think. Did you hear that whole
You suddenly
spiel?
hear you hear a bit of a flushing sound, and then Lefty comes back in the room.
Oh,
It's like
they-
Grimgar on-
It flushes? We have...
I
Okay.
okay.
Did he have
there-
like toilet paper on his hand?
Got a little tiny bit of toilet paper on
Yeah.
his pinky as it runs by.
It's true what they say. Everybody poops.
Gort, if Gort were there, he'd be very confused. But
So
I don't
it's like that Zelda side quest where you have to get toilet paper to the the hand of the
Well,
toilet.
that's the hand in the toilet is actually based on
Yep.
a thing. Okay, as long as you already know about it and you're going on your tangent, I can't explain it anyway.
No, I'm disagreeing. I'm saying yes.
yeah, no. Go ahead.
No,
can go on
Dante,
your
go ahead.
tangent.
Go ahead, Dante.
What do you think about that whole story that the princess gave us? Do you think that she's telling the truth? Is that how any of this stuff actually works?
Well, based on what I've seen through the telescope, I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised. Looks like the energy is taken from a world and goes to the star. So maybe making the destination void of anything will cut the umbilical cord, so to speak.
I worry that it won't actually save me, but all she's doing is getting us to help her.
Well, then what is the other possible thing you could do? How else are you going to destroy a star, stop a civilization? Either way, you're still going on with the coalition, right?
That's our best plan so far. So, yep. All right. Well,
Grimzod kind of stops and was like, "Yeah, yes, I've been thinking of something. Perhaps we should call my ship to just leave it to the Astral Sea. No crew, not much aboard. We take whatever we can, and we just leave it adrift. Or we can take a second ship with us. No reason we can't. But we would need a Spelljammer on there. What do you think, Dante, of Lux?
and the more ships, the better. I don't know what we're getting into, but it's always good to have numbers on your side.
True, but I must admit my ship is pretty... One hit could destroy everything. In either case, whatever we decide, we should probably take all of the alchemist fire and gunpowder. Store them here.
Or I mean, if it's that in bad shape, we can turn it into a kamikaze bomb. It can be one of our biggest hitters in whatever is coming.
That's true. We could tow it. See, we couldn't. Although that would require someone being on the other ship. And we coordinating it.
I don't want to cut off any of our options yet. That's my vote.
I will discuss with Fel, as they seem to be someone who can jam a spell, so to speak. Good day, Dante. Topula, my dear.
Thank you both. Yep. And thank you for your
lefty pinky waves.
I pinky wave back and shudder. And thank you for your insight.
He heads down to talk to Fel. See if that would work. Gort and Whisper. I guess we had a Gort who was just sort of trying to find a sacrificial 25 gold piece item. Whisper, what have you been doing?
Oh, Gort realizes he's probably not going to be able to find anything, so he just does the old. He just kind of, honestly, he's not really sure what he can do right now, so he just ponders on if he thinks this princess is telling the truth or not. From what he
Go ahead and make an insight check in the meantime, then.
17.
She is very hard to read. You think that she's probably telling mostly the truth, whether or not she is leaving things out, twisting it to be her benefit, or perhaps outright lying about a couple of things, you're not sure. But
Yeah.
you get some positive vibes with most of what she's saying.
Yeah, but there's always that one thing you're missing, man. He just kind of ponders in on himself for a while because there's not really much going on, is there?
Whisper, what are you doing? Whispering, gotcha.
Oh, it was just my brain shut off because I thought, I don't know. Anyway, but realistically speaking, Whisper is just pondering about about making his boat better.
You're the one nearest by to Commodore Crux, and you can pretty much tell that he's in a very different mood right now.
Mm.
And he's kind of sulking. Even you would be able to recognize that.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Because Whisper's an idiot.
Yeah. Like, oh, he must have not had a big thing of sugar today.
Is Whisper
Big
thinking?
lo-
Is Whisper thinking? It's like, how can my bow kill a sun? I must make it stronger.
That's why I have a make magic weapon. I can make my bow
Yes.
a magic weapon for a little
Well,
bit.
you might need a silvered weapon to kill a star.
We're gonna need a
In
little
any case,
silver.
you do see Crux is definitely in a different mood than you. You may not have the emotional, the ability to understand the emotions of this, but you do understand that something has definitely shifted, and it's towards a negative.
You seem to be in a sour mood, Hippo Man.
Oh yes, it's the Xaryxians. Deal with them again.
The people responsible for ruining locks.
Yes, well, it's more than that. Sit down. How would you like old Crux to tell you a story?
You have wisdom. I will accept it.
Thank you. Long ago, I had a fleet. I was an actual Commodore. This is not a title, retired rank. Yes, it is a retired rank, but I am an actual Commodore.
Like how Grimzod says he's a captain even though he holds no naval rank.
No, but he is the captain of the ship. I am the captain of this ship.
But you're a
But this
Commodore,
was
you
this
hold
was an
rank.
official rank and less colloquial.
Ah, I understand.
You understand the word colloquial?
Yes.
I am surprised. Joyfully. In any event, I once tried to destroy the Imperial Fortress in the Astral Seas.
You must have had many
But-
ships under your command.
We did. But the
64 of
fleets-
them at least.
Just waiting for someone to make that joke. Joey, take inspiration for the joke. My ship was one of a handful to escape. The fleet was routed by an elven armada, and I was one of the handful to escape. But only after damage from Prince Zealot's solar dragon mount himself. You know that? The prince has a way to ride the solar dragon in battle.
This is interesting. Otto needs to hear about this.
I think he said he wanted to go make a sandwich.
Oh, tomatoes. Extra tomatoes for me.
It's cut down to like the camera pans down right to the porthole right below them. It's like, ooh, mustard.
Don't mind if I do. Every day I discover something new in this galley. It's amazing.
Pans back up. Yeah, I lost everyone. Everyone.
Hundreds.
I lost many comrades, and honestly, the only thing that I'm more disgusted by than the Xaryxian Empire is my own cowardice and failure.
I would sharply disagree that ensuring your survival is an act of cowardice. If anything, it's one of the hardest things you can do. Getting away and staying alive when so many around you have died is quite a feat. Doesn't make you any less of a Commodore, doesn't make you any less of a man. It makes you mortal. It's that need to survive that drives us forward. I read that in a book once.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Or a deception check if you never have actually read a book.
Oh, no.
With advantage. With advantage.
Yeah, unfortunately, Whisper's an idiot. So my persuasion rolls are not going to look very good. Oh, hold on a second. My
But
thing
you
is
get
moving. Hold on.
advantage.
Yeah, hold on a second. I gotta.
I yell down the hall.
There we go.
This bread has sesame seeds on them. Did you know that?
Oh, thank God.
Nobody answers. Wow. Wow.
Oh, thank God.
At advantage, right?
Whisper is not somebody
Yep.
who gives motivational speeches for a
Yes.
living. So
This is the one time for you to shine. He kind of looks over and says, "You read a book and remembered that?"
I remember a lot of things.
Yes. I, for one, don't think I'll ever get over Macho Grande, but I think you're right. The only way to go is from here is forward. No good if I were killed and...
I don't
The
think I'll
ship was
ever be over
destroyed.
Macho Grande, to be honest.
Yep.
You're a large being. I
Okay,
believe
now
you'll
you're
get
just
through this.
describing me.
No, I meant metaphorically, of course. Yes.
You have a way with words.
I'm-
Most of the time, you don't, but sometimes you have a really good way with them. And that's inspiring. Yes. Now I know what we have to do.
I know what I have.
All right. Who's ready to tackle an empire? Dante, you have a knock at your at the door.
It's occupied.
We're overthrowing an
Not yet.
empire, you win?
Yeah.
Get in, nerd. We're overthrowing an empire.
Finishing up in here.
They're not letting up.
Hold on, let me. Okay, I can finish it up I squeeze it all out and finish up real quick.
Lift your legs up.
Squatty potty.
Squatty potty.
Please don't forget to wipe.
Yes.
It's so clean with a critical constitution save.
I am giving
It
you a critical. I'm giving you inspiration for critting on a poop roll.
Otto comes in.
Oh,
Humongous sandwich.
I
As you open the door, 0.5's there. Must deposit oil. Out. Choose you out.
Shut the door behind me.
Otto walks up the stairs. Big old, like, hoagie sandwich in hand. It's like, oh, Dante.
It's true what they. It's true what they say, Otto. I've seen it. Everybody poops.
Oh, I'm talking about my sandwich, but
Oh.
I'll do so. Second rule of wild space.
That sandwich looks nice. I'm impressed.
You hear Crux taps down a thing and shouts down through the grate. We need to have a folksel meeting. Folksel meeting, everybody. And everybody starts to make their way up on deck.
Ray, I'm already there.
You don't mind if I eat while we have the meeting, do you?
If you must. If you must.
Okay.
Princess Adali is still in her quarters. All right. Here's what we need to do. Yes, be sure to... Did you get a napkin? Don't get crumbs over my forecastle.
Don't worry.
Okay, watching. Licks his lips a little bit. So, Here's my plan. We are going to locate.
Wait, one more bite.
We are going to locate an old Giff comrade of mine named Warwick Blastimov. Otto, I believe he was a member of that same xenophobic limitations, whatever that place was. The Xeno Exterminators.
Oh yes. Old Blastawinny. What? That's what we called him.
I don't think you were in the same chapter.
There's only one gift
He was-
per chapter. Not people know that.
In any case, yeah, Chapter 1, Otto, Chapter 2, Crux, Chapter 3, Blastimov.
Blast. You put that in the chat.
Yes, Warwick Blastimov.
That's-
He left for Doomspace to join the Coalition months ago. I used to talk to him regularly using a pair of sending stones, but I lost my stone on the Rocket Brawl a few days before you all showed up. However, I know that he is still likely on the planet.
Did you use the
Yes.
Find My Stone app?
I tried. I forgot to register it. I got locked out of my email
Oh.
address. It tried route to my old one. It was honestly more trouble than it was worth.
You know, you have to do those things when you get a new sending stone. Should be your first step.
I know that. I know that now. I tried calling 10-10-3-2 stone, but I think nobody uses those anymore. Haha, millennial joke. Ah.
Give yourself inspiration, Mark.
Oh, I will. I'll get a advantage on some role in the future. In any case, when the last we both spoke, Warwick was in Doomspace on the moon of Arun. He was entreating sentient plant creatures called Artooks to join the Coalition. When we arrive in Doomspace, I plan to use the Wild Space Orrery to locate Arun, and then we can locate Blastimov. So, this means we have to travel through Wild Space. Sorry, we are in Wild Space. We have to travel through the Astral Sea.
We are in Astral Sea.
Oh, so
We
we're
are
going.
not in the Astral Sea.
So we're going to meet him. I thought we were going to try to find your sending stone.
No, that's all the way back in the Rocket Brawl, and we don't want to go there. This is how the Astral Plane works. You were all in... Let's see if we can actually move some of these to the correct layer. Token. You were all in Realm Space. And you were heading all the way up to Doom Space. All the way up the top right.
These like this, essentially like a solar system. You said.
Essentially, each is a solar system equivalent.
Yeah.
And you are now traveling through the void between solar systems. But instead of it being the just outer space and nothingness, it is the Astral Sea.
Mechanically, are these different planes of existence, or is it not even that? It's just literally...
that is the essential idea, the original idea of
Right.
Wilds of Spelljammer.
Got it.
For this, it's not going to be a completely different like plane, like Eberron or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think in earlier editions it was literally like you could fly to like Eberron or Dragonlance or all those other places.
From what I understand, it was
Ruined.
basically the way for oh, the music stopped. Way for to basically put all of the D&D stuff into one whole universe, one whole setting.
They must have settled on like the Planescape
Yeah.
way.
In either case, this will take us possibly 3 weeks to get there.
Do we get a long rest?
I think you will get a long rest, a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then another long rest for a sequence of maybe 21 times. And that's just to get to the edge of Doomspace. Then we have to get to Artun itself.
Artun?
Did I say it was Artun? It was The Artuks are the creatures.
Oh, right. We're gonna...
A rune is the moon. So
There's no telling. And there's no telling what we're running into out there in the astral sea, man.
Yep.
There's all kinds of things.
Yeah, so trying to think as a character if Otto's actually just stayed to the solar system or if he's actually been across the astral sea.
That'll be completely up to you.
Yeah.
With Xeno Terminations, you've probably traveled maybe not necessarily to other planets and whatnot, but probably across the astral sea to track down and hunt.
Yeah.
Maybe not that much, but at least going on basically, Moby Dick type expeditions.
Yeah, I probably must have. I think Giff are kind of the species that are just kind of go all over since they don't have a home world.
Yeah. See if I have any.
It's just me and the good ship Ladybug with my computer. Only my computer's company.
Took so much time in the bathroom, that computer. Astral Sea. Now, there's no specific thing for the Astral Sea, but you are all going to head into the Astral Sea. As the colors of wild space grow more muted, fading into a deepening silver haze. Sorry, the colors of wild space grow more muted, fading into a deepening silver haze. Soon, your ship is immersed in the starry silver clouds of the Astral Sea. The Spelljammer need only think about the destination, Doomspace, to travel there. You all have about 21 days before you can even get to the edge of the system. So in this case, we have a couple of things. First off, take a long rest again. I don't think anybody's used anything, but in case you have, there you go. We are now in a period of what is essentially downtime. If there is something that you would like to try and do over the 21 days, we can do that. You want to talk to people, learn stuff about something, find some things to do.
Well, here's the question: what can we do on this ship that would warrant anything?
You can poop.
Significant.
So, if anybody wants to attempt to learn a skill, practice something, you have 21 days of downtime to attempt to do that. Some things would be possibly give you an extra proficiency bonus or things like that. Whatever I may, if I determine that you can, I'll look at the actual downtime rules that they have and see if anything works. There's also talking to Topola. She starts making fishing poles, and you learn that there is a thing as astral fishing. Grimzod brings up, tries to get people to play a game called Dead Hands Dice. Gambling sort of pirate game. Crux looks like he's going to be taking a lot of time to practice his aim.
Randy, did you say something?
Oh, Whisper is absolutely going to try gambling with the pirate. Also, on top of that, in the uptime, it'll be spent gambling with the pirate or playing with the pirate, and but the he wants to impress Topola. Not because he's got a crush or anything, but it's that she doesn't immediately think he's weird. So he wants to be her friend. But if she has books on her, if she has anything to recommend to him.
She's got her spell book. She didn't take much with her as she came onto the ship. So she's a little light on things. However, you are able to talk to her all you want. Actually, what we should do beforehand is that we should decide, do you want to take the second wind with you? Do you want to, with that, Fell and Grimzod can, for the most part, be the Spelljammer and take care of the other ship. Otherwise, you can just load up the 20 barrels of various explosives and be on your way.
You said take the second wind with you. We're on the second wind, right?
I'm sorry. You were on the last breath. No, other way around. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
can take the last breath with you, which is
I
Grimzar's.
I think we said like it's in no good. In like the previous session, it's like it seems to be in no good shape. We should just leave it be, but I guess we can change that.
I mean, it'd be a good idea to keep the highly explosive materials off our main ship. And
I agree with that.
Is Gort,
maybe just use it.
Is Gort volunteering to be the Spelljammer? Because I think he's the only spellcaster.
I mean,
Fel is a spellcaster and can do it.
Yeah, but she has
Yeah.
to do this ship, right?
No, Topola is doing this ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Topola's taken over.
yeah. So Topla could do this ship, Fel could do the other ship.
Or
We could-
vice versa, Topola and Grimzod can go into the other ship, and then
Well, they may need
Fel
some
can do that
private
as well.
time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
So Fel. So we'll continue with that then. Fel and Topola will be on the other ship. I'll write that down. But you can easily converse, and you're traveling close enough between each other that it won't be a problem. Topola goes over what she knows about the Astral Sea. Actually, I'm going to this down first.
Well, I know.
If
Well,
you want to add to your inventory that you have 10 barrels of alchemist fire and 10 kegs of gunpowder. Each. 10 of each.
Another 10 barrels.
You know, I just realized I have average intelligence, and my wisdom is 15. So I can be sagely sometimes.
Few and far between.
I might be an idiot, but I can have profound thoughts.
You said the princess was like doing like a fishing pole.
Not the princess, but Topola.
Oh, Topola. I was gonna show her how Giff do it, and I just start firing wildly into the wild space, hoping to hit something.
How do you then reel it back in? Do you tie a little rope to your musket ball?
I go, I go, and I take one of my nets.
Do you want Whisper to shoot some fish for you? We'll tie some rope to his arrows, and he'll. And if they're within 5 feet of each other, he'll be able to hit 2 for 1.
Let's take a 2-minute break as I have to set something up on the map.
Right.
I was trying to put trying to put something on the map, and I accidentally put on the wrong layer, and I can't access that layer unless I do something. So let's take a quick break.
Okay.
I'll put everybody on the. Hate it when I do this. I have something that disables like some layers, and then it's like it doesn't disable the ability for me to put things on it, and then I can't get to it, and I'm like, great.
So when does the doldrums set in?
When you have a drum, that's dull. Anyway, enjoy the music.
Thanks.
Day 14 in the the Astral Sea.
I made a sandwich out of Dante.
Let's say, we have ran out of peppers for the sandwiches. So they're not as good as they were before. No one else seems to want any sandwiches, which is fine by me because I get to eat them. But there is not much to do on this journey. Nothing to shoot, except fish. And they're pretty fast. And when I do get one, no one wants them because they're full of gunpowder. And
They don't make good sandwiches.
full of holes. And we have no practical way to fry the fish, which is the way I like it on where I come from. What I wouldn't give for, like, a buffet or something, all you can eat. It's been a while since I had one of those. I saw Whisper staring at me from my bunk one night. I don't know why. I wonder how often he does that, and I just happened to catch him this time. I'm still not sure.
Diary.
I'm still not sure what's the deal with Gort is. Is he one thing or many? I just don't know. But when I look into his eyes, I think they're real eyes sometimes, and when they look in opposite directions, it freaks me out.
Were you gonna say, "Dear Diary, I caught Otto looking at me again tonight"?
No, whispers in his diary. Dear Diary, I saw the bug on Otto's lip again tonight. I don't know if he knows it's there, or I don't know if he cares. Perhaps being a hippo man makes his lips less sensitive than most creatures who have lips. I wonder what having lips is like. I wonder if the bug will return tomorrow night too. Philip and I are not so different.
I am picturing Otto, no pen and paper anywhere near him. He is literally saying these like out loud with everyone around.
Day 21, I wonder if Dante was a figment of my imagination this entire time. Because
dictated, not written.
Yeah.
If we were all back, as you can see, I've fixed it by putting the second wind, the last breath, on the page.
You fixed it.
I quietly close my invisible diary.
It's only been 3 hours.
It's good to have a routine. Ha 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 ha.
So, I believe we're going with Topola and Dante.
And I don't have to edit out the break.
Oh yeah, you were. I'm sorry. We
super
were going with. Otto was going to show how to shoot fish, and then Topola basically said, "How do you reel them back in?"
And I took my net and I threw them on the dead fish, but I forgot to tie something to the net, and now it's just floating away.
Let's just go down. Goes down and turns the ship to go get your net back.
I'll just go take another day, I guess, because we have to turn around. Man, we have something called a fish suit.
You do have a fish suit, which is essentially a space suit. However, she hands you a thing of basic fishing equipment.
Oh.
It says, "Try this."
It's like instead of a bullet, it's a hook.
Yes. And you can retract it.
How do you fire it?
Well, you hold this, you take it back,
Yeah.
and you launch it forward. You see a hook go into the distance and sort of reach the end and just sort of like bounce back in the gravity plane at the outside of the air envelope of the gravity plane. Well, you don't actually really have an air envelope here. You're in the astral sea. So interesting thing about the astral sea. Let me actually bring this up. There are a couple rules to it that you will be explained by those who are familiar with it. So for one thing, you don't have to breathe out there. You can survive without breathing. Your options, astral veteran. Astral plane, there we go.
So there's no bubble? Like in
So
wild space?
it's different. There probably still is a bubble, but you can survive outside the bubble, no problem. Creature or ship who wants to travel from wild space system to another must cross the actual sea. They aren't fixed in certain locations because they're constantly moving. So to traverse the sea, you travel by thought alone. If you don't have a vessel, you can just think. However, everything is extremely far away, and that's not the best solution. But it is a solution. You don't need a map to navigate. You just think with, you have directional awareness. You basically just need to think to where you need to go, and you can go there. The temperature is about the same as a moderate summer day in the temperate region of most worlds. There are no seasons. It remains constant at all times.
So when we're in wild space, you can suffocate outside the bubble, right?
In wild space, you can. In the astral sea, you can't.
Well, I gotta ask, Mark, why is that?
Because it's the astral sea. It is not the void of space in wild space.
So it's like literally a different thing.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a literal different thing. But
It's
back
like
to
if
fishing.
it's like if outside the solar system was just like goo, but then you got to
Kind
the
of,
solar
yeah.
system and it was no goo. Okay.
More or less. In any case, if you would wish to try astral fishing, you could spend an hour, make a survival check. It's going to give me a survival check.
Definitely.
Otto.
Definitely.
Yep, 6.
I want to do the fishing mini game too.
Okay, anybody else who wants to... basically, Topola makes enough fishing equipment for everybody. So if everybody wants to add...
Fish.
I have wood carver's tools, so I helped her.
Dante,
Nice.
look, I'm fishing!
Oh.
I'm fishing! I rolled 7.
Unfortunately, at the end of the first hour, neither of you catch anything.
Well, it's not about if you catch
Okay, just
anything,
kind of
it's just
say-
about spending time with friends.
The
It's
real
the
fish
thrill
are the
of the
friends you
hunt.
made along the way.
The thrill of the hunt. If you'd like to try another hour, go ahead.
Oh, we have a
Any
lot of
other roll?
those. I want to fish for every hour of this journey.
All right, 17 times... so 21 times 16.
I'm good with my next hour because I succeeded my survival
crit.
roll.
You,
Doing some pretty useless crits this game.
with your crit, I'm going to say not only you catch a fish in like the first 3 minutes, go ahead and roll 2d10. We're going to take the higher there, basically giving you the result roll with advantage.
I rolled
Okay.
I rolled a
get a
5
5
and
and
8.
Otto, you're like, I'm going to do that too. And you don't.
No.
Your fish just never comes.
You just gotta be patient, Otto.
With an 8, you catch a small yet edible fish. Can
What?
feed up to 4 people.
What?
Yeah, they're like
Or
the
one Otto.
scavers you saw earlier over at Topola's Tower. So like the space fish.
Awesome. I make a sandwich and split it with Otto.
Otto takes 3 of the 4 portions.
Which I call a portion.
A light portion.
Yeah. We're a light snack before the main course.
Gort sees them having fun fishing and decides to try it himself.
All right, go for it. Give me a survival roll.
Good luck.
Can I use guidance on myself?
You can, yes.
Because I'm actually actively doing it.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, you're just basically just be like, not catching fish. Guidance.
Astral form.
Guidance.
Crit.
Another crit. Go ahead and roll me 2d10.
Whoa!
Hold on, let me
This
pull
is
this up real quick.
ridiculous.
We're 2d10.
6, a 5, and a 4. You don't quite catch as the bite you get is a tiny but edible fish. Feeds 1 person. Get
I
your
just-
own
Third
person.
of-
I literally just toss it in my. I just literally right in
Do-
myself.
It just
Can we see
swims
it?
around
Yeah.
inside of you.
It'll.
It's gonna eat you. It's gonna eat all of your microscopic goo
You're
parts.
gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be like upside down in him, just like floating dead.
No, it'll. Trust me, nature will take its course, man.
You're gonna get a whole bunch of things like the waterbed with the goldfish in it from Goof Troop or the Goofy movie.
Yeah. But no, the fish will slowly but surely slow down, and then I'll.
It does start to die. Probably suffocates too now that it's outside the astral sea. Whisper, is there anything you would like to do during this first little bit of the travel?
Well, since Topola's there doing the fishing, Whisper's there also trying to learn how to fish.
Go ahead and give me a survival roll.
And oh, thank God. That's one of my good ones. Okay.
Fishing
What
pole
kind?
in each of his pair of arms.
Oh, never mind.
9. I know how to do this. Yes. Nothing's happening. What am I supposed to do? Nothing's happening. And you do not catch a fish for that first hour. You can try again if you wish.
I see Whisper having trouble, and I go help, give him guidance. Never mind.
It doesn't even need it. Before you give him guidance, he's already picked it up. He's already got it. Go ahead and roll me 1d10. You're at the mercy
that's
of
how
a single
Whisper got
die.
good with archery. Is that he sucked at it the first time he tried it. Then he started practicing with it. And so if there's anything that Whisper is good at, it's that he learns from his mistakes very quickly.
You catch a tiny, tiny fish.
This is a small victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Actually,
Could feed maybe one person.
Don's
A snack to savor.
Otto is disappointed he's the only one who did not catch a fish, but he tries to put on like a happy face, like, "Oh, good, you all caught one except for me. That's wonderful."
Man, why don't you try one again, man? I'll see if I can give you a little bit of help.
I don't need your help. I can do it by myself, you little oozy man. I'm gonna catch myself a fish.
Whisper, while
Yes.
you're eating and watching this,
Yeah, he is.
you get food poisoning. That tiny fish was probably not very edible for most creatures. You were poisoned for 1 hour. Really, nothing's going to happen in that hour that you can do, but that'll teach you to eat tiny fish from outer space.
That was you.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again later.
I shall gain immunity to this fish's poison if I eat enough of them.
I'm already resistant to poison, and I got advantage against poison. So
You're not me, are you? I'm just kidding.
I'd like somebody to roll me a 1d8.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
7.
7.
I had to say it quick because I knew Dustin would.
Otto, as you are sitting on deck, kind of being like, I could have cut a fish if I wanted to. I'm better with my gun anyway. You see in the distance, the ship sort of slows down to a bit as something is nearby. You see in the hazy distance, look to be horses galloping through the astral sea.
Oh. Guys, I found a horsefish. I take out my gun.
First, I believe they're called astral seahorses. Crux comes out, takes out his spyglass. Oh, whoa! Steady aim, steady your hand.
Okay.
Those are unicorns.
Unicorns in space. We're eating good tonight.
Do you fire upon the unicorns?
Bad luck to kill unicorns.
I get a good look at them and go against them. I'll be damned, they are unicorns.
They are unicorns.
I think this might be bad luck to kill a unicorn.
They're galloping away.
Have I heard stories of like unicorns in the astral sea before? Like, is this something
You've
that
heard
I
of
would
many
know?
many strange creatures to the point where magical beings and whatnot. To the point where unicorns would not be in the realm of oddness.
Hmm.
It's certainly not a common sight, but it is something that you'd be like, yeah, that scans.
They're just passing by, taking no notice of us. So I may not say anything. I may take it as a good omen.
Yeah.
If I'm the only one who sees them.
You know, I could speak to them. In theory.
Well, Not to like dismiss you, but am I the only one that sees them, or?
You're the one on deck who rolled. Everybody else who might be looking out on deck, or who might want to see them, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm not looking.
Wait. You sit up, Gort, and you're like, man, something's not right. Something's weird. You look around, you see the unicorns. They're in the distance, pretty far away, but you can see them. Yeah, plus
Man.
9, perspective.
Oh, Gort, we could have had unicorn steak.
With home fries.
Oh.
Do you think I have enough time to ritually cast Speak with Animals? Or, you know what? We got plenty of time to rest. I cast Speak with Animals and I yell out, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Unicorns aren't animals.
Kind of, one of them kind of actually make a performance check as you are attempting to make your voice loud to get their attention.
Since I guess I can't use guidance on, so I use cast Speak with Animals.
Now with this is not related to that, but you can make a guidance on unless Speak with Animals is concentration, because guidance is also concentration.
Speak with Animals is not concentration; it's ritual, though. But
Go ahead and guidance, yeah.
Okay. Performance.
Plus D4.
Hold on. It's
You were able to two of them kind of like look back at you as they go by.
I put the gun behind my back. So they don't see it.
I like a giant pseudopod like comes out and I wave and I say, "Hey, what's up, man?"
They start like doing a little thing to come up closer, and you hear in your head after they get maybe about 60 feet away from the ship, it's like, "Oh, hello. How are you?"
I'm doing fine, man. How about you?
Fine. Why were you trying to speak to us in Squirrel?
Not quite what I was going for, but whatever works.
We don't speak Squirrel. We understand the hearing the language, but we speak many. Well, how do you put this? Sentient languages, including, as they are saying, is this appearing in your head? Thought speech, so to thought speak. Where are
Well,
you
that's
all
not
headed?
Oh, we're heading off to Doom Space, man.
Oh, sounds lovely. I've always wanted to go there. Never had a chance.
You want to tag along?
No. We're migrating to, well, horse space.
Sounds rough.
There's a lovely nebula in there.
Is Gort the only one who can hear this?
He can, only Otto and Gort are on deck, and he's specifically talking back to them. I would say that anybody on deck could hear. Anybody who was noticed. So Otto, Crux, and Gort could definitely hear.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. There's
My-
telepathic speech going on, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I was going to get involved, but that's okay. I don't have to.
Yes, but, well, you all have a nice trip.
Transmissions getting crossed. It's like, why am I picking up unicorn?
Hey, man, you have a nice trip to the Horse Nebula. I guess
The Horsehead
you
Nebula.
will. Yep.
we said.
Good luck to your travels.
Before you go,
And, yes,
I
you're
heard
not planning on shooting me, are you?
I was planning on it, but I didn't do it. So
Yes.
take
Oh,
that what
he-
it's worth. But I did hear a rumor that if you rub a unicorn's horn, it gives you good luck, and we could use all the luck we can get.
Kind of like looks at you, blinks.
What, you never heard that before?
Make a persuasion check.
Make an
or-
inception check.
Or deception if you're lying, yeah.
Gort's not going to help you on that. He's just looking at you kind of confused.
18.
Really? I'll have to try it sometime.
You got cut off. I hear what you said.
Oh, really? I'll have to try it sometime. Good day. And they just start to travel off.
Goodbye.
You hear them in the distance. They're talking. Does anybody speak Celestial?
That's a
I
no
do.
for me.
Gort does in fact speak Celestial.
You hear them talking to each other. And it's like, I just want to touch my horn. God, why does everybody always say that? It's weird. Like, that's about just sort of like just kind of chattering about what they just had before they get too far away and you can't hear them anymore.
I turned to Otto and say, you do know that was kind of weird, man.
That's what... And the music gets all somber. That's what my mother used to say before she passed on. She told me the stories of the lucky unicorn horns and how she always wanted to touch a unicorn's horn, and I thought, Mother, I'll do it for you one day. And
while he is talking, I am literally in midair coming towards him to hug him. Like, it is.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I know, I just wanted to touch a unicorn. I thought it would be funny.
Gort is literally just hanging off of him. Like,
doesn't even hear you. Just like,
okay,
good big guy.
I'm just hugging you. Anyways.
Clinch comes out on deck and is like, are we having a group hug? Oh, I love group hugs. And he kind of squeezes in too. His arm kind of like going a little bit into Gort's body.
Oh, okay, yeah, there's you. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'd be careful with that, man.
Yes. Wipes it off, kind of like gets all the goop off. Anyway, I see you haven't been wearing the trousers. Is there a reason for that, Gort? Did you not like them?
Oh, they were quite wonderful, man, but I don't wear pants.
No, I thought you had lost yours and needed a new pair. That's why I gave it to you first.
No, I just don't wear pants, man. But they are very nice pants, and I will find some way to wear them if.
Well, I know you don't have to. I can just keep them in case you need for a disguise or something as a humanoid shape.
I do need an extra notch in my belt if you have the time.
I have lots of time.
See, there's nothing to do here, and you have an endless supply of sandwich meat. And
yes,
it's just not good for my figure.
Well,
it's kind of your fault.
Look, do you want the hole in the notch or not? Or would you like me to take your belt and fill in the old holes?
Extra hole, please.
Belt, please. Holds his hand out.
Take off the belt.
Thank you.
Pants fall immediately
awesome. Down. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone laughs.
He does put a couple more holes in here. Does just a couple more holes in the belt. Well, any other touch-ups that things need, clothing. He does finish some uniforms for everybody over the course of the next 3 weeks. I would like everybody to roll me a perception check.
Perception check?
Perception check.
Well, okay. Well, first time I've ever rolled bad on that.
30-20.
Whisper, while you were on deck, you see in the distance at one point, a couple days later after the last thing, a large, gargantuan floating crystal ice-looking obelisk in the distance.
That's what destroyed Data's
Obstruction.
homeworld.
There's an obstruction.
Should we go around?
I said we go right through it. No, of course we should go around.
Well, somebody should probably tell Felon and Topola that, so we don't run into the thing.
Can they not see it?
I mean, they probably can. They're probably trying to do this too, unless they've fallen asleep. I don't know. The ships do take, they go around the big thing. It's not hard to miss. Going by, you see. Give me an investigation check for anybody who is watching it as you go by.
I'll on the investigation as well.
Well, Gort didn't really see it, so I don't think he would.
I mean, you'll all see it as it come by. It's not really. It's a huge thing in the distance, bigger than the ship. So
Gort don't know anything.
I didn't see it. It's not there.
Gort's just kind of off in his own world today.
Oddly enough, everybody else looks like there's a large creature trapped within the obelisk. Otto, you could make this out to be possibly a Tarrasque.
Is it
Those are
alive?
scary, right?
It's not moving. You can't tell if it's breathing or not. Doesn't look like it's decayed.
You said the object is an obelisk, so it looks
Large
man-made.
obelisk.
It looks man-made.
Looks a little bit, yeah. Definitely doesn't look like natural rock formation, but it's astral sea. Who knows?
I think this is the first time Otto has ever seen a Tarrasque. I bet many people haven't. And, I have heard legendary stories about this creature. How it's nearly impossible to kill. One of the greatest monstrosities ever to roam whatever world it's doomed to walk on. And I'm kind of fascinated by it.
Ship starts to pass.
I want to get a closer look. And I run down the stairs to the
Closer look at what, man?
it's a Tarrasque, a Tarrasque. And I run down the stairs, try to tell Fel to slow down.
Can I understand what he's trying to say?
Yeah, you'd probably know what a Tarrasque is tangentially.
I mean,
But you don't see it. You lights must be playing tricks on his eyes, shining through the crystalline obelisk.
you're saying there's a Tarrasque in there, man?
Frozen in the whatever crystal sculpture that is. I must get a closer look.
You get down to Fel, and Fel kind of turns to you and says, "If we slow down now, we need to hurry up and save your world. We're wasting 3 weeks of time getting there. Who knows how long it's going to take before your world is destroyed."
That's 21 days.
Plus, I also don't want to be around a Tarrasque in case it wakes up.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
We'll circle around and see it on the way back. If you're good. Now, do you want a peanut butter sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay, you know where the mess hall is.
I want ice
Go
cream.
get it. We don't have a cooler. We don't have a cooler on the ship. You have to have.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe go fishing.
Just really want ice cream.
No, go want it over there. I'm busy.
At least
I know.
At least I saw it from a distance. I wonder what its story is. Why is it in the astral sea? Why is it in a chunk of crystal? And why does the crystal look like an obelisk?
As you ran down into the spelljamming quarters, spelljamming helm area, unbeknownst to you on the other side, out of view from you going in there, was a plaque floating around that probably had a historical marker story on it.
Oh.
but you never see it.
Too bad.
And you continue. Everybody can take another long rest if you've used anything. I know that Gort did.
Yeah.
You're all pretty much just getting plenty of long rests at this point.
We're very, very well rested.
Dear diary,
Rip.
each long
Grim's up.
rest is kind of bleeding into each other, and I'm not really sure how many days it's been. I suggested we count the rings on our living tree's trunk to see the passage of time, but he says that's not how it works, you big dummy. Love, Otto. Goodbye.
As you're continuing, Grimsod comes out. It's like, all right, who would like to play a game of Dead Hands Dice?
Again? That's all you ever
mean,
play.
I have no money, man. I'd just be playing dice.
There's something you have to have that you can ante and bet.
What's your little brain hat?
I can spot you, Gort. I want to play too.
Yeah, you do have that. You do have that plushie. So anybody who would like to play, it is a 5 gold piece ante. Buy it.
It's a lot. Maybe I can't spot you, Gort.
No, Gort is not getting rid of his plushie.
Here's the fish I ate 3 days ago. Would you like that?
Some fish bones.
5 gold. Yes, I will bet 5 gold.
All right. So who is in?
And Gort, I really can if you want.
West
You
person.
I mean, sure. If you want to spot me, I'll pay you back later, man.
It's been spotted.
It's like,
All right.
I'm so bored. I wanted to play dice with a vampire. I mean, I tossed 5 gold pieces.
Toss 5. So here's how it is. Each player will choose any number of D6s, and you shake them into a cup. Everybody rolls and reveals their dice at the same time. Obviously, we can't really do that here. Just roll and do the honor system. The player with the highest total wins. However, if anybody rolled a 1 on any of their dice, they automatically lose.
Okay.
This is private, right?
Interesting.
How many D6s do I roll?
I mean,
As many as you want.
Are these rolls private, I'm asking, or are they?
You're all supposed to roll and reveal at the same time, but you can just go ahead and roll them, as everybody who was already in is going to roll them and just throw them in. If you can roll them privately, feel free. But we have to tell everybody anyway. It's just a little harder over the internet.
I'll use my app then.
Wait.
And the big
how
thing.
many D6s am I supposed to roll?
As many as you want. It is a pressure luck game where.
But the more you roll, sorry, you go ahead.
The more you roll, the more chances you have to roll a 1.
I lost.
And a 1 is instant lose. So that's the problem. And
roll a 1.
So did Grimsod.
I was gonna do 4. So did Dante.
So did Dante. Whisper only rolled 1 die.
Yes.
Wow. I mean,
you win, but you win.
Wow.
You get 5, 10, 15, 25 gold.
That's
and
amazing.
5 of it was yours, so you've netted 20 gold.
Thank you.
It's no fair. He was reading our minds. He does that.
I can't read minds. I can only put words in there.
He said...
He told me to roll 4.
Yeah, he told me to roll once.
That's the game of Dead Hands Dice. Whoever has the dead hand has the dice.
Like, Whisper is just extremely matter of fact, like, why would you roll more than 1 dice? There's a higher chance of getting a 1. He doesn't make any sense to him.
We're all trying to explain statistics and odds and probabilities, and he's like pointing to his dice.
Gort doesn't care. He just wanted to roll some dice. He's happy.
I would like somebody to roll me. Somebody to roll me a D. I think it's a D100. Let me check. Didn't mark where it is in the book. I think it's at the start. Sorry, I'm trying to find the table that I need to roll off. If somebody roll me a D100 in the meantime, and if it's not, I'll just have you roll again. Oh, yes, that's right. It's in the other book.
I did, and I rolled kind of low.
I mean, that's okay. It's a random table.
Why didn't you roll higher, Dustin?
12. Roll me a another D100, please, and then tell me highs or first tell me highs or lows, and then roll me a D100.
Let's go highs.
Okay. Okay. I have to look up something because this is random tables. The next sort of notable thing is that you see in the distance. You've sort of been feeling bad because you didn't see the Tarrasque in the obelisk. Everybody else did. You barely saw the obelisk when it was in the distance and fell there. So you've been on deck a lot, looking around. In the distance, you eventually see this gigantic, squid tentacly looking fish-like thing. Upon further inspection, there are like teeth or horns or spikes coming out of it. You see this. Nope, wait. You see this.
Oh, don't like
Oh
that.
boy. Oh man. I don't like that. Gort is not happy.
A lot of eyes and teeth and claws. Are those teeth on its tentacles?
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much.
think.
Got teeth
Yeah,
everywhere.
nothing good
You-
can come from that thing, man.
You look closer. All of the eyes are closed and still moving a little bit. But you think that, for all intents and purposes, it is asleep.
Oh, we just need. I very quietly go up to who's spell jamming the ship right now.
Fell. You're probably on Fell.
Fel. I quietly go up to Fel and I say, Fel, we need to move very quickly and very fastly.
She kind of like does something in the helm's like, oh, I see what you mean. Because as the Spelljammer, she can sort of have a camera anywhere on the ship. Yeah, let's. Starts to move. The other ship goes in turn with it. You all go by the cosmic horror.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea to mess with that thing.
Oh no, that's not good. Passes by. Nothing, never the wiser. And with that, does anybody have anything else they'd like to do in the full downtime? Any training, any research, anything that they could possibly do to improve their character?
I think that at this time, my beer that I was brewing with my brewer's supplies has become ready. So we drink that. Is it
Okay.
good?
Go ahead and roll me a probably a wisdom brewer supply kit proficiency.
Okay.
So roll a wisdom check and add your proficiency bonus, which is probably 3.
Is so 23.
23. Yes, this is some really, really good thing. In fact, I'm going to have everybody go ahead and have roll me a 1d, roll me 2d4. Not everybody, sorry. Brice, go ahead and roll me 2d4. Everybody will have 6 temporary hit points for the next encounter.
Heyo. That's good stuff.
Okay. So everybody can add that to their thing, and that just won't go away if you have a long rest beforehand.
It's
Does anybody
the
else want to
way.
have try? Anybody else have any other things they would like to try?
I'm
I
actually,
guess I could just. I guess I could do a. I guess I could just do a augury and see if things are going to be okay. But the problem is augury is kind of limited to like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's really not going to
So
give
we
you
would need,
anything for now.
and what we would need is a divination, but I
Yeah.
don't quite have what I need for it, man. Well,
Okay.
is there any way to like make a weapon magical or anything like that, or
Making it magical, probably not. You would need some sort of recipe or
Yeah.
some sort of ability to know how to do that. So that I cannot.
Whisper knows how to
do.
do that.
How so?
He has magic item. I can.
Oh, the spell magic item could turn an item magical or anything. Right? It makes the attack damage magical, I believe.
Okay.
Magic
Alright.
weapon, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I have.
It
Sorry.
doesn't like it doesn't permanently imbue a weapon with magical properties.
Okay.
yeah, it's like a temporary thing.
You touch a non-magical weapon until the spell weapon becomes a magic weapon with +1 bonus to attack.
I think
Pretty nice.
Otto would get so bored on this journey that like at one point he's gonna go to the I forgot her name, but the elf princess.
Zadali.
Yeah, it's a dolly, and I say, teach me elf. Just do it. Need something to pass the time.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm to be honest, I'm quite bored too. It's been
I learned
a long couple
Draconic
weeks.
during a doldrums, and there's this Dragonborn on board, and he's taught me Draconic, and so
Okay. Let me look up the downtime for training.
I had a book. I had a stone on tape how to speak Dragonborn. It was but 0.5, was reciting it to me. It was very monotonous.
Let's see. Receiving training usually takes at least 10 work weeks, so we'll say that you can learn a slight bit of Elvish during this time. You obviously won't be able to do it. You'll be able to learn we'll say you'll be able to identify the speech and the basic gist of things.
As long as I know where's the kitchen, and alternatively, where is your bathroom?
Princess Adali says that's honestly one of the first things we teach people. Yes, very important. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check, and this will be for how well you take in the language, if you're able to do it or not, and how much of it you'll be able to do.
5.
The 5. We'll say that you're able. You really just can't focus, and you can't do it. You get enough to be able to identify Elvish script.
So many syllables, so many weird symbols over the letters.
So we'll say that you're able. So you can add to your character sheet that you can identify Elvish script. And let's see. Dante did something. Gort did want to do something. Otto wanted to. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice?
yeah, you can't. Gort really can't think of anything he'd want to do, anyways.
Okay. Sold. Coming up towards the end of it, maybe day 20 or so, you do spot something else. You start going through a small debris field. Spot looking around. Looks to be a lot of things intact. Could be some salvage in this flotsam. Anybody would like to try and identify salvage?
Yeah.
Please go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nope.
Gort. 23. Oh, no, you have advantage. With your 28, You'd see at one point a boat floating, jolly boat, with a chest in it.
Like, treasure ahoy, man. And I point to where I kind of point out to where it is.
Whisper, you see it as well? What'd you like to do?
I go bug. Oh, shit. I can't remember her name, man.
Fell, Crux, Flinch,
Fell.
Fell.
I go bug Fell and tell her, hey, we found some treasure, man. Can we kind of divert to go get it?
Coin? It's been a while since we've seen coin. All right. Slows the ship down, goes on over. You're able to, if you wish to, go on down and examine it, pull it up somehow. What would you like to do? Your ship is now close enough for you to be able to interact with the jolly boat and treasure chest.
Hey, Otto, you're pretty strong, aren't you, man?
Otto's busy eating a sandwich.
Okay. You
You there, Joey?
I'm here.
Okay.
I was asking if
Didn't
you
say.
pretty.
What now?
We found
Gort
some
wants
treasure.
your help.
It's okay. I helped them. Sorry, I thought you were doing your own thing.
No, this is his own thing. He's found some treasure and wants help bringing it onto the ship.
Otto helps.
Okay.
Glad I could help.
Use your net. You kind of bring it back up. You go ahead and roll me a athletics check for anybody who's trying to bring the boat up.
I guess can I just give advantage to?
Yeah, you
Can I
can do
get-
that if you wish.
Give me the help
I'm just
action.
gonna give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a help action to help
18.
Otto.
18. Okay. Yeah, you're able to just kind of like get it up with some netting and some ropes and whatnot. Put it onto deck. Get the whole jolly boat up.
I
and,
hope there's
the
a
chest-
I hope there's a Tarrascan here. 'Cause
Chest sort of secured. Seems to be secured in the boat itself.
You know, it could be a mimic chest, man.
I drop it. Whoa! What?
I
It's already on
mean,
deck.
I mean, it could be, I guess. Anything could be. Now I'm thinking about it.
you were looking for a creature. There's a pretty good creature, right?
Yeah, but
You know, man.
Yeah, but I don't like. I lean in. I'm afraid of mimics.
I mean, they are pretty fearsome.
Because, well, not that they're necessarily super duper dangerous, it's just that I like to know what I'm hunting, and if it could be anything, then it could be hunting you. And I eye the chest. It could be planning its attack right now, for all we know.
Can I check and see if it's a mimic? To maybe
Sure, give me a investigation check or a medicine check if you're looking
I
for
take
like
a step
life.
back, but I take Blunderbuss and I point it directly
I'm
at
gonna do
it.
it.
Like
I'm
hands
gonna
are
do
shaking.
a medicine check.
You go,
Okay.
Medicine. I have a better medicine check. Nat
Good.
20.
Nat 20. The chest is definitely not a mimic.
It's not a mimic, man.
What if those? But what if it's a mimic? It's one of those mimics where you can't tell it's a mimic.
And once you start going down that line of thought, man, then everything's a mimic.
I the other crew members. Any one of you could be the mimic.
I was like, oh, stop it. Are we going to open the chest or not? I kind of want my share of this.
Aiming good with some thieves' tools, man, because this thing's probably locked.
God, that would be a cool campaign, like the Thing parody.
Yeah, that'd be
Like
good.
someone on the ship. This is the mimic. I
All right,
help,
shapeshifter.
I help him open it up.
Okay, you go on over.
Character growth. I am no longer scared.
It looks like it's not
Hey.
locked, but it's kind of like stuck. You'll have to kind of like force it over. Give me an athletics check.
I guess can I help him with this too?
Yeah,
or is
you
that-
can help him. Yeah, sure.
15.
15.
Can I get? I can't.
Yeah.
Since I'm helping him, I can't give him guidance. So
I mean, you could give him guidance beforehand, but you didn't. You decided to
Yeah.
help him. 15 looks like you're trying to open it up, and it does seem like it's just about to give way. Does a 24 hit you, Joey?
Yeah.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage, as the Jolly Boat is a mimic. You never actually took the chest out of the Jolly Boat. You were trying to open it up from inside of it.
What's the Jolly Boat?
It's the lifeboat sort of thing, remember?
No.
It is a mimic.
I didn't check the boat to be a mimic. Oh man, I feel
So-
Gort
much time
feels
should I
like a
take?
fool.
How much should I take?
9 bludgeoning damage, and you were grappled by the boat.
Mimic! I blame
I'm
you,
sorry.
Gort! I blame you!
I blame myself, man. I'm sorry. Gort is mortified.
Just like, trying to open this thing, and then the robo just chomps me.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Anybody who's on deck as part of this would probably just be Fel.
There's no tokens. I
You're right.
can't click.
You're right. I didn't. Let me just move all these to the layer.
I trusted you, Gort. I trusted you.
So they're on the top left of the screen. Your tokens should appear.
I would definitely be running up when I heard this. I don't know where I would be, but I'm gonna make my way towards it, so I'm gonna get into the initiative.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
these tokens always up here?
No, I had them hidden.
Okay. I guess I zoned out at the beginning of it. Did we find
No.
this chest on the rowboat?
Yes, I told you pulled up the rowboat, the Jolly Boat itself,
Okay.
and it was attached to the Jolly Boat. It was sort of like fast secured in there.
Okay, I thought when he said ship, it was like a big ship, not just a little ship. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My
Either way,
fault. That's my fault. I was
you were
checking for-
you were so worried about whether or not the chest was a.
I mean, I had a nat 20. Could I have not? Since I was examining the chest, could I?
You could have if I were gonna do that, but it also says that it is indistinguishable when it doesn't move. So
Yeah, that's why you can't tell if it's a mimic.
yeah. In any case, did everybody roll initiative who wanted to be in the combat?
No, let me. Here we go. Sorry about that. Oh,
There you go. Well, you're in last anyway. Everybody is caught off guard, so the mimic is going to take a surprise round, even though it's already started. It's going to attempt to pseudopod you again, getting another double number. Does a 17 hit you, Otto?
Just hits it.
Just hits. You take 8 bludgeoning damage. You're just stuck to this thing, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just trying to like collapse on top of you. Then we go to normal thing. Fel is up. She's like, well, that's no good. She makes 2 dagger attacks on it, hitting both of them, doing a total of 10 damage. She just takes 2 quick stabs into the boat, just be like kind of confused where to stab, and then just stabs right on. Dante, you're up.
All right. How do you fight a boat? I guess I confusingly also kind of. Can I get next to it?
Yeah, it's a creature. It's a boat. It's not like it has a big ring around it or something. It's a boat.
Well, I'm gonna start punching at the boat.
Okay. Boat punch. 12 just hits.
All right, that one is going to take 11 bludgeoning, and maybe it's weak to bludgeoning since it's made of wood. And then my
It is
second
not made
attack.
of wood. It just looks like it's wood.
Oh,
Take
good.
11, and the 15 hits as well.
Yeah,
However,
for
you
another-
are now stuck to it, as it
Oh.
is very sticky. You hit it with one hand, and then you hit it with the other, and your hands are both just kind of like stuck onto it right now.
That's
You are
awesome.
grappled.
That's awesome.
It's a. Oh no! It's a. Oh.
Then okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So when I hit it with the first punch and I get stuck to it, I hit it. What size is the boat? Before I ask you,
It is
Before
a
I-
large creature.
Okay, and I am. It is large. One size larger than me. Yes.
This is
Okay, so
medium
then-
large.
So I get stuck to with the first fist, and on the second one, when I hit, I activate Crusher, which is going to move it 5 feet away to an unoccupied space, provided it's no more than one size larger than me. And I am totally fine if I am way too stuck, and I go with it because that's hilarious.
I will because this is less of a grapple and more an adhesive sort of thing.
Okay.
I will say that the force movement doesn't automatically make you lose it, but I will say that Otto, give me a dexterity save with disadvantage, and Dante, give me a dexterity save.
8.
8.
26.
So you push the thing and you get ripped off of it, Dante. You're able to escape it. Otto, you go with it as the boat slides a little bit.
Oh,
Was not what I planned.
it's taking me with it.
Come
Otto.
back!
Otto, you are up.
Okay, so do I have my hands free?
You're grappled. You're not necessarily
Okay.
just completely stuck with it, but you're not restrained.
Okay, I'm gonna start hacking at this thing with my my battle axe
Yep.
or my great axe. So attack 1, 9 misses.
Well, you have to hit it first. That's
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, I did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that misses.
8 misses. Yeah.
20.
20 hits. 6 damage.
That was a.
Look at a little hurt.
That was a 2. I'm gonna re-roll that. Oh wait, that's
Okay.
all for a piercing. Never mind.
Yeah.
So I have to
That
take it.
misses. Just get a lance, then you'll have piercing damage. Anything else?
Hold on. I'm just reminding myself what my slasher feat is. If I took it,
If I can find my thing.
or my great weapon fighting.
It would be under where feats are, which is all the way at the bottom of the features and traits. Creature should once per turn you hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage.
I don't
You
think I
take a
took it,
slash
though.
or a piercer.
Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart about the yeah. It's like maybe it was great weapon fighting I took. Like you can re-roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with 2 hands. So I rolled a 2, so I can re-roll that.
You can reroll that. Go ahead.
Okay. I knew I had something like that.
Cool.
I'm just like freaking out so much. Like, no, you are going to die.
Oh wait, I have to look at my rules. What?
Yeah.
That's much better. Doing an additional
14.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah, it's just about bloodied. Anything else, Otto?
Since I'm canonically terrified of this thing, I'm going to use my action surge
Okay.
and attack 2 more times.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me 2 attacks.
3
Miss.
misses and another 3 misses.
3, awesome. Yeah. You start attacking it, like the axe gets stuck to it, so you just start trying
Yeah.
to like kick it, kind of do it, and it's just not doing anything.
Yeah, once it connects, it like won't come out. I'm like, oh no!
Oh no! Anything else?
That's it.
Gort.
Gort sees that this thing's pretty. I would say this thing's on the edge.
Yeah.
Then he's not gonna do anything special and just goes towards the dead.
Okay. I should say he's not on the edge, he's bloodied, so he's still very hurt. Told he needs to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
Are mimics wise?
Wisdom save, no, it's too smart, it's too smart.
17.
Matches.
Ah, just beats it then. Meets it, beats it.
Eh.
No. Its roll beat it.
Yeah.
The roller wins.
Oh. Then nothing happens, I think.
Yep. Done. Nothing happens.
It's
Anything else?
indestructible. Save yourself.
How badly is Otto hurt?
Oh, not much. He's being a drama queen.
He's just...
Section. I'm just gonna use a bonus action healing word on Otto.
Alright.
Okay. Seven points back.
Actually, I think there's more to that. Hold on. Let's see here. One. Oh, we get spell through. Oh, I add another D4 to that.
Gonna roll another d4. Who needs potions?
11.
Nice.
So he gets back 11 health.
She back to full.
Otto, looking at you, looking down at the things, the sides of the boat just sort of like crumple in a little bit, and then teeth come right out of it, and it's just like a bear trap right onto you as it makes a bite attack. It's a 14 hit.
Does not.
Who did you say?
Otto. I assume a 14 does not hit?
Does not hit.
Nope, he's a 17. As you manage to just sort of get close to lift your battle axe up enough that the edges of it kind of like catch on that, and it kind of like misses getting you any further. Whisper, you are now up.
Yeah, he is. You're correct. I Whisper, barely even knowing what the hell is going on, is just gonna loose arrows at whatever it is people are attacking. Like, he's like, what are we?
There's a boat with teeth, and Otto is like, "Gotta get it off me, get off me, get off me, get off me!" Ah!
I'm just thinking of the scene in the Thing when they're dissecting the body. And, like, some mouth appears in the chest cavity. That's what I'm imagining here.
But go ahead and roll your attacks. 22 will hit for 11.
I better be able to hit a damn boat.
14 hits for 5. This thing is looking really bad, but still not quite rock the boat yet. Anything else?
Well, that's all I want to do right now.
Yeah, okay, that's good enough.
I'll be right back, though. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Fel is going to come up on her turn, and she's going to cast Inflict Wounds. And needs to make a melee spell attack.
She gets a D6 added to that.
She doesn't need it because she did 16, and she does 25 necrotic damage. As she just like goes up and just like touches it and starts crumbling, just around, killing it and freeing Otto from his mimicky prison.
Well,
we are out of initiative.
I'm
not a mimic. You said.
I'm sorry, man. I tried. And plus, I checked the chest, not the boat. How was I supposed to think about the boat being a mimic, man?
For my entire life, without being hunted by a mimic, until today. It's not your fault. I just need an extra sandwich to calm down a bit. And hopefully the sandwich won't try to eat me. I stomp off.
Well, on the plus side, we did get some loot, hopefully.
I don't even care.
Although,
I don't even care what's in the chest.
Fel kind of points out, well, I do. I'm going to go ahead and she like hits the chest a couple of times. Think you're right. It's not a mimic. Kind of like finishes the job that you started, Otto, and like
It's the
rips
baby
it open.
mimic. The baby mimic.
The baby mimic. Mama. There's a clutch of mimic eggs in there.
Mimic.
They all open their mouths, hoping to get fed.
Oh, it's like little baby bird. You open up a chest and there's a bunch of little baby chests in there going, "Mum, mum, 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 mum."
Inside, yeah, inside there's 7 gold pieces in coinage, and I'm gonna say there's gonna be a common magic item. Somebody roll me a D100.
Ooh, I'll do that one.
Sorry,
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Looks like Gort got it.
65.
65.
Nice.
Let me see if I can do a quick thing on here. Filter. Common. Save. 65.
So, Mark, tell me the truth. When Dustin said it might be a mimic, how much did you smile internally?
A little bit. I made it so the chest itself was not a mimic. I was debating when I was thinking this up because I had this idea a long time ago when I first started playing D&D. It was like, oh, what if there's flotsam, but there's like all this stuff's a mimic. So I decided again. I didn't know how much to throw at you, so I was just like, yeah, let's do this one just for funsies.
Oh, was this not in the book?
It's not in the book. Nope.
Okay, good job.
That was fine.
It was fun. I
Let's
enjoyed
see.
it.
Scared the hell out of us.
The 60 what?
5.
7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll say that you find. Let me go past that.
Anti-mimic spray.
You find an orb inside, a mechanical sort of orb.
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 I know, that's what I said.
About 3 pounds.
Orb.
Over the next hour, everybody can take, next time they have. You find this is an orb of time. While holding this orb, you can use an action to determine whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime outside. This property functions only on the material plane.
Which we're not in.
Yeah, is this the material plane?
You're still in the material plane, yes. But feel free, somebody can, whoever wants. Oh, damn it, I accidentally popped the chat out. Refresh the
Oh,
page.
that's the worst.
I hate doing that, because there's no way to put it
Let's
back.
quit now.
But somebody can add an orb of time, common magic item.
Who needs to know the time?
Ooh, if I counted a little differently, because I assume that you almost got a moon-touched sword.
Oh, man, that would have
Almost.
been nice.
That
That would have been nice for someone else, but not me.
In any case,
If Gort wants it, I'll go with that.
okay.
I'm full on magic items. Seriously, if anybody else wants it, I'm full on magic items at the moment.
As you determine that, you can all take final long rests, get all your stuff back, everything, and we can continue. On the 21st day, the silvery haze thins as the ship enters silvery haze thins as the ship enters a system that appears to have no sun. The ship glides between colossal fragments of smoky gray crystal, remnants of an outer shell of fantastic proportions. As silent and lifeless as a graveyard, Doom Space gives a new meaning to the phrase dead of night. After 3 days of travel through the labyrinth of crystal shards, you catch sight of a yawning black vortex, limbed in dim light. Must be a typo. Using the Wild Space Orrery, Crux takes it out, opens up the sort of little holographic image comes out of the Wild Space system itself, and you see essentially this.
When you say sunless, you mean like the sun is practically
There is
dead.
no sun. There is no sun.
Well, aren't they trying to revive their sun?
This is not Xaryxis space. This is Doom space, where
Oh,
the coalition is doing it. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was in Doom Space. Okay, never mind.
Nope. Yeah, you're in Doom space.
Okay.
Crux, taking it out, you see this as there. Crux points at the biggest of the outer moons. Say that you can also, if I can select things, I will show them. Move, advanced layer.
Well, let's go to Gort.
I think that's all of them. Nope, that one too.
Was this a black hole?
Not quite. There, Crux says, pointing to the biggest of the outer moons. A rune is just 7 days away. With luck, that's where we'll find my old comrade, Warwick Blastamoff. His mission here is to create a unity of chaos, and knowing him, he's done a bang-up job. So, just as Crux says, after 10 days, you arrive at the moon. Flashes of light on the surface of a rune can be seen from orbit. As the ship descends towards the moon, you see a wasteland dotted with pillars of rock. Arcs of lightning creep from pillar to pillar. The ship heads towards a plateau that is 100 feet tall, a mile wide, and covered with jungle foliage. Knowing the ship can't land safely, Crux gives the order for the ship to hover just above the treetops. He then shouts, "Mr. Flinch, drop the ladder!" On that command, the Hidozi releases the end of a rope ladder that extends 50 feet to the ground. He turns to all of you. Who shall join me on the away team?
I think the 4-player characters will.
I'll hang back. No.
Yes.
Bella's obviously in the ship.
Actually, I have a question
Piloting.
related
Yes.
to something we were talking about earlier. Did we hear that the Xaryxis Empire was doing these finds on multiple planets, or was it just stars?
Topola had seen it on other planets. She didn't necessarily say it was in at the same time.
So,
But
that's right. It was
she
like
has-
over the course of a long time. So
Yeah.
it's just our planet at the moment. That's like
as far as you can tell, yes.
okay. I was just wondering that.
Right.
Well, we were talking to the princess. Like, is this something that they had to do like every 50 years or something in order to keep the star from burning out, or?
She responds saying that her father in the Empire has done this on occasion over the years, centuries, whatnot.
Okay.
Planet alone doesn't keep a star infinitely fed with energy and life.
So I've been meaning to ask you for the past 21 days.
Yes.
Exactly what the deal is. Alright. Okay, I just wanted to know if there were other planets. But...
Yeah. She doesn't give too much information. She's really just mainly concerned about getting the throne back.
And sleeping, apparently.
And sleeping. Who's on the away team?
I am.
I guess
Follow me down.
I am too.
All right. Hopefully, start tracking. Need to find a hippo person, kind of like myself and Otto.
Found
maybe
one.
Not
Oh,
as
it's
good.
Otto.
Okay, no, okay. Everybody looking, please make a survival check.
Oh, it's like I'm back in my element. In the jungles. Hunting prey. Survival, you said?
Yep. 20. Just as you're about to say, he's like, yep, hippo tracks. You see that they lead to Commodore Crux right in front of you. Before a witty retort or any sort of comedic sort of exchange of comments can happen, a shot rings out. A few seconds later, a uniformed Giff. Layer.
Breaking character is supposed to be Giff.
A uniformed Giff bursts through the foliage with a musket in one hand and a look of panic on his face. Apologies in advance, he shouts as he makes his way to the rope ladder.
Oh.
Pellets of radiant light fly through the air, narrowly missing you as several starfish-like plant creatures creep out of the jungle and advance threateningly. And I didn't know where we were going to start, so I got to put them out on the map. And I will need everybody to roll initiative.
Great.
When was the last time this many Giff were in the same place?
Gift Town, the
That's
Rock
true.
Brawl.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like the only place.
Also, 1995 websites.
Yeah. All of them under construction.
Initiatives.
Well, this is a big old battle.
These things.
They are the plant-like starfish. I thought I added a jungle fight music. Maybe I didn't. So we'll just good old-fashioned rat battle.
So is he like doing the Jack Sparrow run as he's being chased by the
A little bit.
monsters?
This one's actually probably down here instead.
I didn't see that.
All right. Blastimov is actually up first. He turns back, and the gun clicks. It's like, out of ammo! And he's just going to basically make his move there as he's trying to turn around and fight. He's not quite out of range of everything that's attacking him.
First rule of the hunter
Otto.
is you bring plenty of ammo.
Oh, give me some of yours!
I will.
Otto, you're up.
Can I use a free action to toss him a pack of ammo?
Sure, I'll give you that. Yeah, give him back battle.
Right. That's 10 bullets.
All right.
And yes, since I'm keeping track of them, I'll take them out.
Good, thank you.
Actually, I can't really. But
Either way, do that later. You'll
Okay.
be able to replenish them on the ship.
all right. See how far away these things. 60 feet, so yeah, pretty far away. I guess I can move up. 40 feet. Are these obscured by the trees at all?
No, we'll say that the trees are heavy, sort of like thick, maybe a little bit obscured, but not. At most, it'll be like +2 AC,
Well, the one
depending on like what's in the way.
only one I can hit really is this one right here.
Okay. Also, you're seeing the canopy of the trees too, so really it's the trunk is the big thing. So you can see a couple of them. Just anything in the thicker parts of the foliage will be
Well,
have a little bit.
yeah, well, I'm gonna hit this right here.
All right, go for it.
This. That is a 16.
16 hits.
4.
8 damage.
Gonna reroll that.
Oh, okay.
A little better. 10 damage.
Most of them look like. Hand out Arctic. Most of them look like this. It's one that looks a little different.
Use the leader. Oh, these are not what I expected.
Starfish people. Another 2 damage on that.
Oh, they have little faces.
Yep. Anything else, Otto?
Oh, well. That was just one attack, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'll attack again.
Okay. Look.
For 22.
22 hits.
For 16 damage.
16. Ooh, nice. It's looking rough.
Do an Astral Spark then. For 3...
Alright.
3 more.
All right. Still down. Yeah, still very rough.
Okay. That's it.
All right. This first one's going to come up and This first one's going to come up here, and he's going to attack Blastimov, who you can actually see his name now. He's going to do 2 radiant pellets. Are ranged. First one missing, the second one hitting for 8 radiant damage. Hitting just like going right by, being shot at. First time you've ever seen an animal shoot back at you. Well, maybe second time.
You don't know what I'm seeing.
Dante, you're up.
Alright, Dante is just able to get all the way out with his 45 movement to that guy.
Okay.
And I want to start hitting him.
All right, go for it.
26.
26 hits.
Alright, 8 bludgeoning. My
right.
second attack
You are
on
now
him.
stuck to him, as this Artuk is actually a mimic. No, good.
Oh,
16 hits.
I just like, wait, what?
16 hits.
8 for 7
damage.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to make a third. That's 14.
Just misses.
Oh, I get the feet in, and that's when everything all I was tired from moving so far. So my
The Artuk has 5 limbs, and you only have 4. Who's the more superior?
And that is my turn.
One of the distance is going to come over here, staying in the thing, and it's going to shoot at Whisper. 2 radiant pellets at Whisper. Is a 13 or 14 hit?
Absolutely not.
Of course, they just bounce right off you.
No, I'm cloaked, dude. No, just kidding.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I do have camouflaging, so that is a normal thing I have.
Okay, this one's going to come up a little bit more, and it's going to shoot 2 pellets at Otto. Missing with a 9 and a 14.
He's like
Gort, you're up.
coming out of their arms like little guns. Like,
Yeah,
Gort sees that there's a lot of creatures here, and he's going to do something he hasn't done in
Fireball.
No. First things first, he's bonus action Starry form,
Okay.
and he's actually going to use a form he hasn't used, I don't think, in a long time. Or if ever. He's going to use Dragon form.
I unfortunately don't have a dragon form for you, but I can tip you red.
No, it doesn't
Your
matter.
dragon
It's all
form.
the same. All right. What that does is it basically gives me advantage on concentration.
Okay.
Also gives me it's advantage on concentration, and it advantage on intelligence or wisdom checks.
Okay. What would you like to do?
With that, he is going to cast Conjure Animal.
All right. What level?
We're going to do it at a 4th level.
All right. Let me look up what I can pick.
do they like sprout out of you like little goo animals?
It's like these little small goo seeds pop out, go into the ground, and they pop out of the ground.
So nothing else happens at a 4th level. So if you have this at 3rd level, go ahead and don't waste your 4th level spell.
Oh, then I'm gonna use the 3rd level.
Okay. So you want to do 4 beasts?
I want to do 4 beasts.
Okay, 4 beasts of my choosing. Let's see. It's a jungle. Let's say filter. Forest. Let's say they are. Want something flying or ground-based?
Let's go ground-based.
Okay. Let's say 4 constrictor snakes.
Bryce's favorite.
It is.
Snakes. It's a snake.
Good crowd control.
Okay, there we go. I don't have a thing for it, so I'm just taking the basic one. just so we have this. So you have 4
Oh,
snakes.
you mean you did have every single animal ready?
I mean, I could have.
Like I did?
I didn't want
Can I control them, or is it?
to. You won't be able to control them. Just tell me
Oh, okay.
what you want to do, because I'm not gonna bother setting that up. Because
So, I don't know if you want to bother with it, but they are like, enormous creatures or something like that.
I will check that in just a second. I'm gonna try to set this up. What is?
Yeah, they're
the-
giant.
Yeah, giant.
And they get their
Giant.
own, and they get their initiative as a group.
Okay. Go ahead and roll their initiative. It's a +12. You know what? Let me. I'm just gonna pull it in. Yeah, let me grab it real quick.
That's a D20 plus 12.
D20. I'm sorry. It's a +2. I apologize. It's a 14 plus
D20 plus 2. Okay. Okay. D1. Roll.
All these gifts have pipes.
Yep.
Is like that a thing that I should I be smoking a pipe?
They have
No, you don't have to.
They have a initiative of 5.
Okay. Eat. So, yep, 1. Where would you like to put him?
Let's see here. I think. Let's see. I'm gonna move one. And
I need to know where you're going to put them first, not where you're going to move them.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna summon them right here.
Okay. We'll surround, blast them off. Yeah, we'll just put them over there. There you go. You might have access to it because you have control of them, so you might be able to move them. So go ahead.
No.
Okay, never mind. Just tell me then. What would you like to do?
I don't think they do anything until it's their turn.
Oh, okay, you're right. Okay. Anything else, Gort?
No. That's everything I can do.
Okay. This Ortak warrior up the top is freaking out. Is going to take 2 radiant pellet shots at one of the closer snake, missing on both of them with a 4 and a 10, natural 1 and a 10, and it doesn't know what to do. It didn't know where all these came out. Yeah, wherever they came out. All right, Whisper, you're up. Whisper. Hello.
Yeah.
Randy falls asleep.
No, I'm sorry. My brain is potatoes. Oh, I'm shooting at people.
Okay.
And, so I'm gonna...
That one's
This
the
guy here?
most hurt. Bottom right,
Yeah,
yeah, he's
him?
the most hurt.
him and him.
Okay.
They're both getting it, so... The more hurt guy first.
Yep. That'll hit, and he is still alive.
And the other one is just gonna be a fly ball.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then,
Goes right by him. Anything else?
Yep. And then, I'm gonna hide.
Okay. You have an actual hide action, bonus action you can do?
This is actions...
You can move then.
There's a lot of creatures you want to do like a hunter's mark or something.
No, because the guy who's gonna get it is gonna die. The guy I actually hit is close to death. So.
Yeah, but you can move
Yeah.
it as a bonus
If
action.
you put it on him first, I will give you that attack roll to do the damage, which will kill him because you get two dice, right?
Okay. There you go. That much damage.
Okay, yeah, he is dead.
Yes, remember with like hunter's mark, you can move it to another creature as a bonus
Thanks.
action.
On the next turn. You move it on the next turn.
Next on your next turn, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, you killed him with the first one. Just pin him to a tree. Any
That's
movement.
my favorite foe thing.
Okay.
Are you sure?
So-
Okay. Sorry.
Any movement.
Okay. Not really.
Okay. Just gonna stay there then. All right.
Yeah.
If the
So
target
then-
drops 0 hit points for the spell ends, you can use the bonus actions on a
On a
subsequent turn to mark a new creature.
This one's gonna make 2 branch attacks at you, Dante,
Alrighty.
with a 6 and a 22. 22
Oh,
will
that
hit for 11
20.
bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
It is concentration though. Yeah.
Yep, it is concentration. I've already got marked. Constrictor snakes are now up. What would you like them to do?
Let's see here. I would like them to attack the nearest hostile creatures.
Okay. Let's say that this one down here is going to go up and attempt to constrict the one next to him. Hitting for 19, doing 6 damage, and is grappled. Let's go slow. Where's my grapple? Boop. More snakes. Go ahead and roll me a d20. Roll me 3 d20s.
Who, me?
Yep. No. Otto. I'm sorry. Gort. 4, 5, and a 4. Plus their attacks are plus 4. They all miss. Only one of them landed. The Arctic Priest is now up. It was going to do something different, but now it's sort of stuck.
It's got a snake in the face.
It is going to... Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't have much else it's going to do. It's going to just do 2 branches on the thing in front of him, hitting with a 15 and a natural 20, doing 4 damage on the first one, and then 2 12s on the second one, completely obliterating the constrictor snake coming out of it. And he just kind of like flexes his 5 limbs.
Oh, he's
Blast him
buffed.
off. Blast him off. Reloads his gun.
Big whoop. Nice work.
He's going to go ahead and musket the priest, making 2 musket attacks. 17 and 23 both hitting, doing a total of 9 piercing damage. The shot rings out. Birds fly out everywhere. So many monsters. Otto, now you get to play. You're up.
Attack the one right here.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm in a straight line. I'm going to use one of my astral shots.
All right, go for it.
So I'm going to piercing arrow, 1 foot long, 3 foot long. Those 2 needs to make a dex saving throw.
I'm assuming you're going up and to the right. I'll have to stand there to properly get them. They do 2 dex saves.
Yep.
5, 8. Both fail.
Yeah, so each take 15 damage plus an extra. I think it's a d6.
What's the name of the
Piercing arrow, yeah, so an extra d6. Extra 2.
Double? You got 2 hits on there, 2 really good hits.
Yep, so the bullet just passes, goes through one, pierces the other.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack the one next to me, or the one closest to me again.
Second attack. Okay.
24.
24 hits. Another 12 damage. It's looking rough. Definitely bloodied.
Yeah, I'm going to say a little more damage and do an astral spark, so an extra 3.
It's still up, but it's looking really bad.
Okay.
Movement or bonus actions.
That's it for now.
Or,
Quick question.
Yeah.
We've had a long rest since the mimic battle,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Or Otto, if you want to use your action surge, still have that.
Ignore that roll.
No, I could.
Go nice.
Okay. Oh, 1d20.
Oh,
Okay,
there
well,
you go.
so I'm so Cosmic Omen is on Ween today.
Okay. All right, Otto. Action surge.
Yeah, you know, it's probably the last battle of the day.
Okay.
Ash Surge is going to attack again.
All right.
Same turn, so I can't use a
Right.
another trick shot. So attack Blunderbuss
Yeah.
again. 13
Misses.
misses. Oh, 14.
14 misses.
Okay. Well, thanks, Mark. I'm done now.
Hey, I'm not the one who just ignored that you had inspiration. Dante is not up yet. The Artuk Warrior is up. This one's just gonna. It's engaged with the snake, so it's going to attack the snake. 2 branches. Branch. Double nat ones.
Oh,
It's trying to find the other limbs that it can attack the snake, but it's confused by the fact that the snake has no limbs. Dante, you're up.
all right. Dante is going to hit this one in front of me. Hopefully, 27.
That will hit.
That will do 7 damage.
Yep.
And 16.
16 hits.
For
7
another
damage.
7.
He's bloodied.
Okay, and I'm looking around. Everyone's engaged except those 3. I'm gonna spend a key point to activate. Where was it? I was just looking at it. The one that lets me take the dodge action as my bonus action.
Okay.
So I am now in dodge mode for the
Okay.
turn.
All right, you are dodging. The grappled Artuk warrior is going to attempt to escape with a, as it is restrained and cannot do anything else. What is it? Athletics. Just misses it. He's still grappled and restrained. Next Artuk warrior is the one over here in front of the constrictor snake. Above blast him off. He's going to make 2 branch attacks on the constrictor snake with a 14 and a 14, doing enough damage to kill it in. The first one actually kills it, so it's going to do that. And it's going to make its second shot as a radiant pellet at. We'll say blast him off, as blast him off was the one. No, Otto, as Otto was the one that shot it. It's a 22 hit.
I point to the other 2 Giff and go, it was them.
So you take 10 radiant damage for lying.
Oh, how much? Oh, what was it?
10 radiant damage.
No, I mean, what was the attack?
A 22 to hit. 22
Yeah,
to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Yeah. It is also going to attempt to tongue you, Otto.
What?
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
How long is this tongue?
25 feet.
What?
30 feet.
14.
You pass as it manages to just land just right before you in the dirt. Then he's going to roll it back up. Gort, you're up.
You have dirt mouth.
I'm just gonna go stand behind Commander Crux here,
Okay.
getting just a little bit closer to the battle, but far enough away that I'm not doing anything. And I'm not like
Okay.
within the immediate. And then
No, I got
I'm
you.
going-
What? You keep going. What you doing? We're
I'm going
Only.
to cast. If that's within 60 feet, it is.
yeah.
I'm going to do Toll the Dead.
Okay.
I guess.
Wisdom save. 10. $16 will kill it. As you do your tongue, it kind of like hits the tongue that is laying out and kind of like reverberates all through him, all the way to the center of him, and he just falls dead.
All right, and bonus action. I think that's all I can do
Okay.
since I've got concentration up.
This one's going to come over here to Dante, and he's going to counteract the disadvantage with flanking. Take 2 branch
Aw.
attacks on you. At normal.
All right. Fair enough.
17 and 14.
17 will hit.
9 bludgeoning.
Right.
You got 10 limbs coming at you. Whoa. Whisper, you're up.
Too many
Yeah.
limbs.
So I'll be doing my 2 shots at the dude who's here.
Okay.
Because
He's
supposed to...
restrained, so you might have advantage on that. Technicals in the picture. Yeah, you have advantage on those attacks.
Good.
So you put your hunter's mark on him. Yeah. Well, roll your also roll your. Yeah, we'll double that for the Wait, the 1d4, your hunter's mark. I thought the hunter's mark is 1d6.
It's 1d4.
We'll double that to 8, so you get 15 plus 8 on that first attack. 15, 8. And then your next one hits for 9.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's looking bad. Anything else?
No.
Okay. The one above Dante is going to go, making 2 branch attacks at normal. If the thing will click. 19 and a 17.
Oh, no.
You take 12 damage from the first one, and 9 damage from the second one.
Woo! Good thing I took the dodge action.
Yeah. Although you probably could have killed the guy in front of you if you hit him with a flurry of blows. But anyway, Constrictor Snake is up. The first one is going to bite at advantage, if that's what you'd like them to continue attacking.
Yes.
First one with the thing is going to bite at advantage down at the south. Natural 20, and basically bites this dude to death.
And then swallows him whole.
Swallows him.
Like that movie.
And begins to move this way to the other ones. This next Constrictor Snake is going to make a Constrict attack.
Oh, wait. Can he move so that it's flanking?
Nah, you cannot get that far. 15, however, will hit, doing 10 bludgeoning damage and grapple restraining the warrior. It's 10. All right. Brice is up. He is going to do the tongue on Warwick. Warwick needs to make a dexterity save. Failing with a 3 and getting pulled 25 feet. Well, it'll step forward to get within range. It's pulled 25 feet to him. And then we'll take 2 branch attacks. Target is grappled and take 2 branch attacks on it. Missing both of them. But he is grappled. Blast him off is up. He's just going to take another 2 shots straight at close range at this thing at disadvantage. 21 for the first one, dealing 9 damage, and then missing with the other one. Oh, it's so much stuff myself. Otto, you're up.
Blast him off, no! Can I hit the one grappling him without
Yes,
hitting
you
him?
can. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to free him by shooting at him.
Okay.
16?
16 hits.
Or... Ooh, 17 damage.
17, nice. This thing is looking bloodied.
Okay. And attack again.
Okay. 17 hits.
17.
Other end of the spectrum there.
I'm re-rolling that.
Still bad. Yep.
14
Oh,
damage.
14. Never mind. You feel a spark of inspiration could finish the job.
Well then, you know what? I'm gonna do a second wind and heal myself. No, I'll do a spark, astral spark.
How do you do it? How do you want to do this?
I see a fellow Giff in danger, and so like I'm just shooting wildly. It's like no, bang, 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 and just one gets lucky and goes right through wherever this thing's brain is.
You kind of go wild. One bounces like off 3 tree trunks and then
Yeah.
goes right through his head. He's down.
Whew.
He had 2 spells. Neither of them are good in battle. Otto, anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. This Arctic warrior is going to attempt to escape. With a natural 20, he does. He's no longer restrained, but he's not going to move. Dante, you're up.
All right, gonna try to kill the one that I've been hitting.
Okay. 12
Well,
misses.
I'm gonna use inspiration to.
You'll use that on your second attack. We're getting to the point where you should all know when to do inspiration. So you'll get
Fine.
advantage on this second attack.
Okay.
Oh no, I want to kill you. I want to kill you.
And if I were 10 feet closer, I could give him a wheel. But
Yeah.
19,
19 will hit.
for 6.
He's still alive.
Then we will flurry of blows him and go. That's gonna give me 2 more. A
That'll hit.
19 for 11.
That kills him. You just-
Wonderful.
You kind of like find his head and just flip it around, snap his whatever his neck is. You can use your last one of the one below.
I will on him for 18
18 hits.
and 11 bludgeoning, and then
He's looking rough.
well, so am I. And then because I did a flurry of blows, I can disengage, and my movement speed is 55 right now. So I'm gonna run away back to my friends.
Okay.
Where is Gort? There he is. I'm gonna be next to Gort because I know that.
Gort, you're
hey,
up.
man. All right, I see that. There's a lot of things I could. I think
2
my
things
snakes.
left.
The snakes will probably take care of the guy at the bottom. So I'm gonna take care of the guy at the top with a Toll of the Dead.
Okay. Wisdom save of 10.
It doesn't sound like it's enough.
7 is also not enough,
Oh,
as this thing
that's
is
okay.
barely standing.
As long as he can't get to me.
All right, I can't really do anything else. This
Okay.
so I'm still holding.
Warrior comes up, and just because he's got things in his eyes, he's going to attempt to tongue Dante.
Oh,
Dante, please roll a dexterity save. You should be fine.
oh yeah, I should be fine on the dexterity save.
Wheel, you get a d6 on that as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You see the tongue. You basically matrix dodged the way out of the
Oh,
tongue.
never mind. Okay.
But he's going to do 2 radiant pellets at Crux, who's just in the way and you're hiding behind, doing 16 damage to him. Whisper, you're now up. There's 2 baddies left.
Mm. This one and this one.
Okay. All right. First one. Assume you move your thing to it.
First shot's top guy.
12 misses.
Wheel.
Oh yeah, roll a plus 1d6.
Oh,
Yeah, roll 1d6 first.
Well, that is your short sword. I don't know if you get anything extra for your bow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to click on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the bow is if the what's the plus on the bow?
+8. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, you'd still need that. You'd still need that that wheel. So, but you are able to kill him with this. You actually just get him right between the eyes. The second one also hits for 7 damage.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I am falling asleep. I'm
You're
sorry.
good. We're almost done. It's daylight savings got you. No worries. Constrictor stakes are probably gonna fuck. Give me two d20 rolls, Gort. You should be the one to do this.
16.
16,
Both of them.
Both hit. The first one is going to hit for 1d8. Second one's going to hit for 1d8. Roll me one more d20 in case you get a nat 20, because he will be restrained. A total of 9, just almost, but not quite. Doing a total of 11 damage between the two of them, and it is restrained. Blast him off is going to try and just come up to him and smile, you son of a... Making 2 musket attacks. at advantage.
What?
And he finishes this thing off with... Oh, no, yes, he does. The first one needed one more damage, and the last one did. He says, smile, you son of a... And it is dead. And we are out of initiative.
Boom.
And we will finish this off really quickly.
Alright.
That's my mighty fine battle. Those were permission to come aboard, sir. And he goes up past Otto to Crux, giving a salute to Crux.
I kind of like,
However,
expecting to give him a handshake. He just walks right by me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my snakes are doing just guarding while they're still there. So they're going to be up for another hour or so.
yeah. However, just before you can continue, before he can formally introduce him to blast him off to the entire crew, the earth heaves as 2 massive armored creatures burst from the ground. We'll say that one is north of you and one is south of you. Advanced layer. As Blastimov turns around, Crux and Otto... Oh, Otto, you would probably be familiar with these two. So Blastimov and Otto in unison, looking in separate directions, as bullets. Here ends chapter 7.
They're like bullets, but they're brulets.
Bullets.
Very nice.
Bullets.
I finally got to use a spell that I didn't use that often.
Oh, yeah. No, the greatest time to use that is when I'm controlling 8 different creatures.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. It was just
No,
the
it's good. It's all good.
So, technically, you get to choose how many creatures too, right, Mark? It's not just...
I let him choose the number, and then I chose the creatures.
That's why, by the end of it, I always just summoned one thing for Brice.
Yeah. It'd be a little easier if they had the stats and were familiar with them. Like, no, I just pick whatever. Down below. In any case, good job, everybody. You have survived and found thing. Thank you for sticking through that. Some of those things in the Astral Sea were mine. Some were from the encounter table. And it was a 30% chance of that giant thing being asleep, and you rolled a 77 and said hi.
So if I had said low, we probably would have been this. Well, we probably wouldn't have hit the end of the chapter before.
We would have had an interesting thing.
We may have all died.
How big was that big thing? It was big as a ship, or?
It was a cosmic horror. Cosmic horror is gargantuan.
Yes, that basically means.
So that's a 5x.
As big as you want it to be.
That's the whole screen.
5x5, I believe, is the 20x20 or larger, so 4x4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or more.
So yes.
But once again, thank you all.
Oh,
always thank you.
Yep.
Do we get?
And,
is there anything?
Everybody have a good night.
Anything special for completing the chapter, or is it just?
Nope, just chapter end.
We give a
Alright.
cliffhanger because some land sharks about to kill us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Yes, sir. All right. Good night, everybody.
Have
The
a good night, everybody.
Good night.
The mimic was fun. I'm glad.
Oh
that
yeah, that
happened.
was great.
Yeah, I genuinely feel bad because I thought I was being smart checking the chest.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was
That-
funny.
I was
Alright.
like I said, I didn't know if I was going to decide to make the boat, the chest, or both of them, and you find another piece. But I was like, nope, let's just do both. And then you said that, and I'm like, nope, Called it, so I'm gonna make the chest real, but have loot in it.
Love it.
Yeah.
See if I can trick somebody by getting them in the boat.
We have to take. We have to do that when I do this game for the other people.
Yeah, that's something I thought of when I was trying to do write a sea campaign. I was coming up with random encounters, and I was like, oh, what if they find some flotsam, but they're mimics, trying to lure sailors into getting treasure from the ocean.
All right.
Well, I think you got us. You got us good.